Hello, everybody, and welcome. Hamburger says hi too. We are currently in the past. We are pre-recording this session because of conflicting schedules. As you can, for the audio listeners, Vanera is not going to be with us tonight. She had a bit of a family emergency. There was a death in the family. She is at home taking care of that. So I will be playing the lovely, talented cleric tonight. So, we do still have Metal as Qhiph'aks joining us tonight. So, it's still going to be quite a fun, interesting episode. So, yeah, anybody got anything that they want to say off the get-go?
You sound a little quieter than normal.
I am quieter than normal?
Yes.
I've literally not changed anything. Make sure you didn't tweak the volume on your headset, because I do that a lot when I'm.
This is literally what I was checking while you were talking.
I mean, I've got levels here. I'm hitting.
I just turned you up
like
in Discord. No, you're fine. I just turned you up in Discord.
I'm glad that I now have your blessing.
Listen.
Potion bottle.
Gotta make sure people can hear you.
Potion bottle. I do need to turn off my crisper though, so that you guys can hear all my lovely sound effects.
I got
boy. All right. So, anybody got anything they want to share?
Snacks. Someone share snacks.
Drink your water.
Fuck. I get water.
I don't have water.
Oh yeah. Well, Kasumi is celebrating tonight with her new job finally, so that'll be fun and good and dandy.
From home now. I get to work from home and make more money and have more time for D&D, so it's cool.
Kind of quasi waiting for Qhiph'aks to get back.
I'm sorry. I feel like I caused this.
Cause what?
I was, as a joke, I said, drink your water. And he just ran off to get water, apparently.
Well, I mean, while he's gone, I can go ahead and get this out of the way. Donations are never required, but always appreciated. If you would like to support us, please consider becoming a patron. All proceeds from subscriptions go straight back into making Fools and Flagons an even better experience.
Give us money!
Helps keep the podcast alive and well. Special thank you to Martyr and Arshern, who are our two current patron supporters.
We love you.
If you would like to see our past adventures, as we have now officially caught up to the amount of sessions that we've had on our first campaign, you can catch our old sessions either in VOD form on our YouTube channel, or if you would rather listen to us and not look at us, we do have our podcast on most major platforms, such as iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, and Podcast Addict. Essentially, anywhere you want to listen, we're probably going to be there. Unless you got some podunk dude like playing it on a record player, then I can't fucking help you.
I do have a face for radio.
Rank harder, Jim Bob!
I do have a face for radio. So, also, if you have not already, if you would like to, you can join the Discord. Links down below, down in the doobly-doo. That's where we post all of our updates for when we're going live, when situations like this arise in the future. We've also here very recently quasi-ported over my own personal Discord from my old YouTube channel and brought most of that over to the Fools and Flagons. So we're going to be spending a lot more time in there. So you're more than welcome to pop in and chat. We've got a section specifically for D&D and another section that's just whatever the hell you guys want to play. And join
Literally
us.
everything else.
Literally everything else. So
Not everything.
that's the only other real big kind of announcement that I've got there. So nobody's got anything else. We can get started.
Yeah, boy.
Sure.
Okay.
Go! Why not?
Grab your drinks and raise your glasses. It's time for Fools and Flagons.
Roll hell.
Oh god, I just saw Zeke and I think that's going to be the thumbnail. So, on to the recap. The Tempests unearthed an unusual ally at the bottom of the Drybell mine cave-in. An illithid named Qhiph'aks had been calling out for help beneath the rubble. The Tempests were wary at first, but the illithid seemed friendly.
Ish.
After a bit of conversation with the creature, they found that Qhiph'aks had been responsible for containing the mushrooms and their supposed leader. For how long, it was hard to tell, for the illithid seemed to be a bit scatterbrained. Qhiph'aks then led the Tempests into the buried city and took them to his home, where they could rest and gather their strength after slogging through the mines above. Brick, however, decided to go exploring and made a bit of a racket. Hearing some noise across the street, Zaan investigated and was thereby ripped through a door and got mobbed by a group of Molderspawn. Brick was subsequently put into timeout for the night, and the party bedded down for the evening. We now rejoin the Tempests as they begin venturing out into the mushroom-ridden city to find this supposed boss leader of the fungal creatures. So, we shall swap over to the tabletop side, get some ambiance going.
Quick question.
No questions.
Can you guys see the stream live on Twitch?
No, we're pre-recording.
pre-recording.
This.
Yeah.
Wait, Kirsten, say a full sentence.
See, listen. Leave me alone.
This is
Okay.
a
I'm
pre-recording,
so used to going
so
to Twitch.
yeah,
How
it
much
is a little.
alcohol have you had? Why are you drunk?
Listen.
That
I'm
I
not
see the
tipsy
rim
at
on that
all.
glass. It used to be full.
No, but I'm not tipsy at all. I just had a moment because we've been playing so much that I forgot which was our normal week. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
figuring
so
out
for
little
us,
bit-
we are playing a week early. This is supposed to be our off week. I will be playing this recording live on Friday, and gonna do like we did the last time, where I've got I'll be in the chat for comments and all, and I may even record the audio to upload another commentary version, depending on which one of you guys wants to pop in and keep me company while that happens. So
I will.
So I redact my statement. Let's play D&D.
Okay, so you all, last we left off, were beginning to. You hear a cry in the distance of the city as you all gather at the front door. Qhiph'aks, you look
my
around
boy.
and your stuffed animal is nowhere to be found.
Oh no, my boy.
Okay,
Father,
so
help.
you were all gathered at the front of Qhiph'aks' home, the tavern that you bedded down in. The door was slightly pushed ajar. Zaan, ears out, Brick scanning the streets. Everything so far seems quiet. What are you all doing? Oops, sorry.
I'm going over to the bank that I was before cautiously and peeking my head in.
I will follow.
Okay.
And also, as
Si-
we're
six-
walking over,
Excuse me, young man. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, young man. 6 feet.
well, I was gonna say as we're walking over, I'm just gonna like not looking at him, just kind of bashfully. I'm sorry.
Temptation to be a dick. Just look back. Shh.
And also, a little point of order. If memory serves, Zaan, you do have your hand alight.
Yes, that would
Okay.
be true.
So, you peek inside the bank for. What are you looking for something? What are you doing?
Well, we heard noises outside. I'm trying to make sure that nothing made us home in there again.
Okay. So you stick your hand in, you stick your head in, roll a perception check.
Kip follows because he has nothing better to do.
Are you sure the ceiling isn't going to cave in? Plus 8. This is going to be a 23.
A 23. You look inside, and oddly enough, there seems to be no remnants of the molder that you had killed the night before. It seems
Zaan.
pretty deserted. The door is still on the floor with the hole in the center of it. But otherwise, nothing else seems to have been disturbed.
So, light in the room. Do I see any other doors, windows, anything?
You don't see any windows. In fact, you're noticing at this point that there doesn't seem to be any windows on any of these structures. But you do see a door behind the counter.
I'm guessing it's this right here.
It's one or other of those. It's been a minute since I made this map. I don't remember. The door's there somewhere. We'll figure it out when we get to it.
I want to try to open the door. Carefully and quietly.
I said sorry.
As you put your hand to the door, you turn the handle. It opens. No problem.
Okay.
You look inside. There's a table and a chair. Otherwise, it seems fairly empty.
Are there any other doors?
There is another door to your left.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I actually need to pull up my my map with all my notes. Oh
Excuse
shit!
me,
Where's
big
my
man?
map with all the notes? Oh fuck! Where's my map with all the notes? I forgot to open a thing.
Oh, me too. I have that.
I love this big D20. It
I know.
entertains me.
I'm using
I-
mine too.
I roll it and then liquid rolls around inside.
Oh, it's
Across the room.
magic. You know.
Yoo-ho.
Oh, well, there's that.
Cave in your skull.
Alrighty. I am now
With my
prepared.
toe.
Oh, well.
Well, that took a really weird turn. Okay, so you open up the other door in the room
Quietly, carefully.
quietly, and you see that there seems to be a pair of shelves that go from floor to ceiling, all of them with drawers that appear to have locks on them.
Dun, 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 dun.
Also, Qhiph'aks, while this is a bank, this is not the bank that has your friend in it. There are multiple
Oh.
banks, and that is my mistake for not clarifying that to you further.
Yes.
There's a competitive banks down here in this little village. Interesting.
It could be an
So-
off branch.
Oh.
You don't know.
Let's not just start
I see.
pulling on any
I
of them.
see that bank.
So you start pulling on the drawers.
Yeah, and see if any of them are unlocked.
You take a minute. None of them seem to budge. While Zaan is trying to loot the bank, what are the rest of you doing?
Kazumi's standing by the door and just kind of keeping an eye on the entrance to the bank, but still staying somewhat inside the tavern.
Runs away.
Vanera will have moved outside and will be keeping an eye up and down the street. Okay, so Zaan is trying a couple of the drawers, sort of safety deposit box kind of deal. None of them seem to be
Kip will
budging.
go back to play cards.
Ow.
So Kip will get bored, shuffle past Kasumi and Vanera, who both probably look very confused as he shuffles back and plops inside and picks up his hand.
Is the quality of the wood this is made out of?
It's not wood.
How's the metal that these are made out of?
It seems old, but when you wrap your knuckle on it, there's not a lot of reverberation. Seems like it's pretty thick.
Or
I'm gonna-
full.
I'm gonna walk back to the doorway and just look at Kasumi. Father's trying to rob a bank.
He's trying to rob a bank?
Right now, Vanera says.
Dun, 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 dun.
Kasumi, I need you. 5 minutes.
For what?
Just gonna walk away. Not gonna
He
say
just walks away.
what the fuck?
Hit
DM, I need. Oh, F. Okay, I need an adult.
I'll just look at Kasumi. If I had to guess, there are still locks.
Yes, I'll take a look. I'm not really sure. There's a lot of people down here, so I guess it wouldn't be too terrible. We'll see. So she makes her way in there.
Sorry.
All right.
You should have said it.
As you make your
What's
way
going
behind
on?
the counter and open and go into the door that Zaan opened, you see that there are two walls of shelves that go from floor to ceiling, and there's iron boxes with little tiny knobs and what appears to be a lock on each and every one of them. I'm explaining a fucking P.O. box to the banker.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know, ambiance.
It's not for me. It's for everyone else. That's fine.
Kasumi, could you try your hand at opening just one of the random boxes in here?
Is there a specific reason you want to get into these boxes?
Let's see here. Nobody lives here. There's a bank here, and there are a bunch of locked boxes that might have valuables in them. Why the fuck do you think I want to get into the boxes?
She
Sorry.
just like crosses her arms and just like shakes her head at you. I will help you open them, but I am not taking anything from them.
Oh, you don't have to take anything from them. That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'm super familiar with these, so we'll give it a shot. So she comes up and she just finds a box and starts evaluating and attempting to open it.
Okay, you're using your thieves' tools?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so roll a d20, add your dex and proficiency.
Okay.
While she's doing that, DM Brick is actually gonna go over here to the building he was in last night and kind of peek open the door to make sure, similar to Zaan, that nothing reoccupied or occupied the building.
Well, you left in such a rush that the door remained open.
Okay.
But you peek inside, it's really fucking dark.
Now,
Mortar.
is this... Let's see. This isn't sleight of hand, correct?
Correct. This would be
Okay.
your dexterity plus proficiency.
Okay.
Unless you have expertise in it, in which case you would...
I think... I might. I forget where to check for that.
Your proficiencies will be in the bottom left of your character sheet on D&D Beyond. It'll be there with like your languages. It's under tools. And if you have a Thieves' Kit in that list, you know what? I can check.
Okay. Because I was looking, Thieves' Tools...
I remember it's a little bit tricky to do it on your phone. You
Yeah.
do have Thieves' Tools in your proficiencies. So you would roll a d20, add 4, and then add... So you're going to add 7 to your d20 roll.
Okay. Alright, so that is 25.
25. You're very well practiced, and you've kind of been around for a while. You've seen boxes like this before, and it takes you just a second because you've kind of moved on to the newer styles, and you go, oh wait, right, it's here, and clink, you pop the lock.
She just opens the lock, and then she just takes a couple steps back, and then she just, like, gestures. There you go.
Open that shit. Thank you.
Okay, so you go and you pull the drawer out. It is empty.
Hey, sir. Well... Wait a minute. I can use my brain!
You can certainly try.
As he's using his brain, I will pop Mortar into existence just to look around the room.
Okay.
Cast locate.
You look inside the room. You see the same counter that you had seen before, the chair off to your left, and the barrels behind it. And you do see the one barrel there that had the board pried up that you had wrenched loose and caused a commotion before.
I never got a chance to look inside. May I look inside?
You certainly can. So make an investigation check as you wander inside and take a look inside your pilfered barrel.
Pantry.
13.
13. It seems to be a very old, very shriveled up barrel of plant leaves.
Okay.
But you dip your hand inside, and it's like as soon as your fingers touch the leaves, it just crumbles. And your hand just kind of keeps going in as you break more and more and more and more.
Can I bring the leaves up to Mortar and have Mortar sniff them?
Sure. You hold it up to the owl, and you smell. It's a bit pungent. Kind of stings his nostrils a bit. He's not very fond of the smell.
Take a handful and walk back out.
Okay.
Kip walks in just as he's walking out. Oh, what you got there?
I don't know. Some sort of pungent leaf? I assume it's used for something.
Do I know what this is, knowing what this building is?
Yes, and you kind of stare at him for a second, and you look at his hand, and you look at him, and you remember him saying that he doesn't eat, he doesn't drink, you don't see any nostrils, and you go, I didn't know you smoked.
Oh. I just like slowly let it fall to the ground and dust off my hands and walk out.
The Warforged clang, 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 clang.
Bong, bong, bong.
No, I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna have that be an issue. Zaan, as you are looking inside of this PO box, a bit dejectedly, you hear Vanera call your name from outside. Very quiet and whispered, but your ear immediately just kind of whips around behind you. You pick it up.
Yes?
Come here.
1 second, I'll be right there. Really, I'm gonna start walking, but I'm gonna cast a spell while I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Locate Object.
Okay.
Want to find expensive jewelry.
I'm going to need a better descriptor than that. Locate object is a specific object, not a blanket of objects.
Actually, the spell says the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
A certain kind of jewelry. Just saying jewelry, are you looking for a ring, an amulet, a bracelet, a necklace? I need a type.
Let's just say a ring. Screw it.
Okay. You cast a spell. Do any of you wear a ring?
Kip has one on each tentacle. No, I'm kidding.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
No, he doesn't.
Anyone? Let me check Vanera real quick, because I don't recall.
Oh, wait. I do.
Vanera as well. So you get 2 pings, one from Kasumi and one from Vanera.
Okay. I'm going to continue walking out of the room.
Okay. As you step back outside of the bank, Vanera is holding a piece of paper out towards you. In her other hand is the Journal of Sending.
Ah, yes, I sent the letter. Well, can I have?
She's holding it out to you. So
I'm going to take it.
okay, you take the letter from her. You flip it to the back side where there is the reply sent. The hand is very familiar to you. It's messy and yet neat. The kind of message that's written by a very, very large hand. And it goes from Konkaro. Son of mine, it is good to hear from you. I thought you lost your Seto during your journey. Many casks were open in your honor, but more still now to know you still yet live. I am sure you have your reasons to take so long to contact home, and in such a curious manner as well. Valkyrie has been busy, but well. I wish to say more, but there is only so much room to write, and you can see it starting to reach the bottom of the paper with his large writing. Come home, my boy, as soon as you are able. I trust you will have stories to tell until the fires are but embers.
Sorry, just making sure I'm writing this down.
And I can always type it out to you later on if you would like me to.
I'm not going to do exact just because Zaan's not going to remember exact, so it's going to be kind of cliff notes.
I mean, unless you're going to throw the paper away, you would have it literally exact in your
I'm
person.
sorry, I'm literally just one
Vanera
of those
is
things
not
that
reading
just-
this out to you in the middle of the street. It's not going to fizzle away. This is a physical object that you now have.
She just
Yeah,
stretched
then
it
send
in
it-
front of you.
Yeah, definitely send it to me. Sorry. It's one of
Yeah.
those where I thought that like when it was done,
You're
it
good.
kind of just like goes away after a time. My
Nope,
apologies.
it is a physical piece of paper. Remind me after the session. I will be more than happy to type that up for you.
Holding up a newspaper. God, I hope I remember this.
There's got to be a test later. I haven't studied. Okay, so he has read that. What are you guys doing?
I'm walking this way.
You're walking that way.
As I see Qhip start to follow, I follow after. Qhip, do you know where the closet is? Have we spoken
Are you
about
trying
that?
to come out of it?
Hey, you, I was gonna say the same thing.
I'm not in the closet.
This is true. What are you trying to do? Sorry?
Well, you said before the monster was in the closet.
Oh.
Zaan's just gonna look at Veneer and Kasumi just like, the fuck?
The closet. I can't believe I forgot about the fucking closet.
Should I roll a history check for this?
Yeah, roll a history check.
9.
9. You see the illithid go slightly cross-eyed, and then he refocuses and he kind of looks to his left, and he looks to his right, and he kind of looks in the direction that Pez is heading, and you kind of, meh? Kind of like, that way? Eh?
Right. I just turned to look at everyone else. I guess we gotta search this city.
Seems so, but quietly.
Right. Again. Sorry.
Actually, Zaan has a fantastical idea. Rick, give me your hands.
I know I'm gonna regret this. He sticks out his hands.
Zaan's gonna tie them together in front of him. So that he can't reach out and touch anything.
And what happens if we get in a fight?
This isn't... It's rope. I'm not tying it tight. I'm just showing it so that when you try to go for something, you're like, oh, I'm not supposed to.
This is very demeaning.
It's up to you if you want to allow it.
You can allow it. No, you don't have to allow it. You don't.
I'll just look at everyone else and remember what happened last night and just and start to walk after Pez with my hands tied.
It's super loose. Like if we get up shit creek without a paddle, there's something going, ah!
Bless you.
Bless you.
Okay.
Damn you! You beat me to it.
So, you all
You're supposed to
advance-
say Gazunta, you fuck.
Ah.
You all advance forward. As you have dark vision, that's great. As you head further down the street, you see that there's a significant alleyway to your left, but it is blocked by rubble. Seems maybe another cave-in. And by the wall, there is a larger quantity of mushrooms, and most larger in size than what you are currently trotting on. It seems that the street goes further ahead of you, and that there may be a split off to your right.
I'm gonna try and see what Pez is thinking.
Okay. Let's see. Make an insight check. And Pez, if you want to try to block your thoughts, make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oh god, D&D Beyond's so glitchy.
Oh! Well, Qhiph'aks dead.
No,
The
we're
rock
going
took
into
a-
his mind.
Another pile of rocks
Oh.
fell on him.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah, boy.
Wow.
Well, I rolled a 19 plus 2, so 21. But I'm pretty sure a nat 20 beats it.
I'm sorry.
Your mind is mine.
So if you would like to either type out or reveal verbally to Qhiph'ak what Pez may be thinking at this current point in time.
It's like surface level thoughts.
Alright, hamburger. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Oddly enough, you hear another voice that's like, yeah, I know. Brick's a fucking moron.
Wonder if there's any good bugs down here.
Oh, there's got to be good bugs down here. Just look at all the mushrooms. There's got to be hiding. Can I go?
Alright,
see-
don't
you
be
see-
dumb.
You see Hamburger kind of like,
Gra-
yummy, 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 yummy.
I grab the dial on my head, the invisible dial on my head, and tune it out.
So you see Hamburger hops off of Pez's shoulder and kind of goes down the side alley and starts to kind of root through some of the mushrooms against the side of the wall, with Pez keeping a very close eye on his companion. Let's see. The rest of you follow
I'll follow
suit.
through like normal.
Yeah, kind of trailing behind.
I will go ahead and reveal these two sections to you as you are getting a better look-see. As you approach this intersection, those of you with dark vision, Brick, you're still using mortar, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Qhiph'ak, do you? Well, you know about it, so I'm not going to ask you. Pez and Brick, since you're closest, both of you make a perception check for me.
I don't know why D&D Beyond is going like 2 frames per second.
10.
So I'm just
10?
gonna roll this in real.
Also, as I pass the door, even now, Brick starts to reach for it, looks down, sees the rope, sighs, looks back at Zaan, and just kind of motions toward the door like, may I?
Don's gonna look at him like, can you?
Pez, what did you roll?
22.
22.
Nice roll.
As you move further into the intersection, the building adjacent, forward and to the right, this one here, it's a little bit shorter, and you're able to see over it, and you see what you weren't able to see before when you first entered the city because of the massive stone pillar. There is a large wall of some kind. You're not able to see it super clearly, but it's odd that you're able to see something that big over these other structures. And it's in this hidden area from you guys because you're not close enough to fully reveal it yet.
Hey, Squid Billy, what's that over there?
Do I recall what this is?
You see him pointing up and over the buildings. Make a wisdom check on the sense of either being an accidental smartass or actually giving him the answer.
I got a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You go, oh, that's the amphitheater.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what we'd find there, if I'm quite honest. If anything, but maybe there'd be denizens.
Like, of the mushroom variety?
Likely of the mushroom variety, knowing the city's history.
Brick's still just staring at the door.
Brick, can I help you? Do you want me to open that door for you?
Qhiph opens the door slowly while they have this intense stare off.
Okay, you open the door, and Brick, like a giddy little child, you see that there are 2 tables and 2 chairs. Otherwise, very sparsely decorated room.
Is that a bookshelf in the corner?
If you would let me fucking finish.
I thought you were. I'm sorry.
I am weaving a world for you, Zeke. Stop interrupting me. There is what looks to be a sort of like a wardrobe on the wall against the door. And on the table seem to be implements for writing. Little glass jars, some quills that have seen better days.
Is anything... I'm going to walk inside after a quick look around to make sure the coast is clear. Is anything actually written?
There doesn't seem to be any pieces of paper. It just seems like everything is set up and ready to be written. Who's messing with my tile colors? Pez.
And then this thing... I'm sorry, did you...
It seems to be just a wardrobe of sorts with the 2 handles that open outward to you.
All right, Brick is going to walk over, same thing, hands up, look down the rope, look to the wardrobe.
Goes in.
No, because Brick just looks at the rope, and opens it. He's already tired of it.
Man, if
right.
only the rope succeeded in teaching you to fucking think about it before you do it.
Let me check something.
He thought about it.
Quick. Okay. As Brick snaps the rope around his wrist, and he grabs the handles and opens, you all hear...
Come on.
As the long, unused hinges scrape away centuries of dust and rust and lets out a shriek of protest that you can hear echoing out of the small building that he is in.
Not the larger door itself, just the wardrobe doors.
Zaan's gonna use the rest of his rope to tie a noose.
Zaan, as all of you freeze, glaring daggers at where Brick had disappeared. Much like the night before, across the intersection, behind both doors, your radar dishes hear movement. You motion for everyone to stay quiet. Kip is doing a jaunty little jig. For the audio listeners, that's Qhiph'aks' model bouncing up and down on the table. Apologies for that. You wait a few moments, and the other noise seems to slowly die away.
Brick is going to reach down, grab the piece of rope, and just tie it around one wrist.
Vanera
look in the wardrobe.
is going to walk up to the doorway, glaring daggers of murder at you. Does she have a spell she can use to just punish you?
Oh, I do. Zaan does.
I have a gun.
That's a more effective way of punishment, but it hurts us in the long run.
Probably should have checked through her spells initially, but no, there is nothing she could. She is just glaring daggers at you.
Dare I say, does Qhiph have something that might help this in the future? I know prestidigitation causes a harmless sensory effect. It can light or snuff out a candle and stuff. Can it be used to muffle sounds as opposed to creating sounds?
No. Prestidigitation can also be used to essentially clean oneself. But this is more unused rusty hinges.
Yeah, but if it's just creating a noise, could
it's
theoretically snuff one?
It would have to be more like with combat Velcro. It's like this Velcro right here, just it's crap. You can hear it. It makes noise. Everything. Here's combat Velcro.
No one heard the Velcro.
No one heard the Velcro.
What
Unfortunately,
can
no.
it do?
Prestidigitation.
What can it do other than that? Yeah.
From my knowledge, it's able to make a noise, a harmful sensory effect. I'm pretty sure it's able to, basically, like if you fall into mud, you just go like, and you're clean.
So you said a harmless sensory effect.
Smell,
Can you elaborate?
sound.
Can do a little shower of sparks, puff of wind.
Oh, I was about to say,
notes.
Can you fill
odor.
Brick's mind with excessive white noise? But no, that's not what I was doing.
Yeah, no. It has a couple different uses, but
We're just gonna walk outside. I'm sorry.
You're really just gonna blurt out, "I'm sorry," after I just told everyone to be quiet?
I say it quietly.
Also, I have a really silly question, Zaan. She walks over and she like slumps her elbow up on your shoulder, well, down on your shoulder, and she's just like, so you tied up his hands knowing that he has the ability to use hands without having to physically touch things.
It's literally just to give him the sort of thinking before he fucking does something. Apparently it doesn't fucking work, though.
Yeah,
I thought about it. I thought it was fine.
I don't think it's working.
Yeah. Kinda got that too.
Vanera just like grabs hold of Brick's elbow and is now police chaperoning him the rest of the way.
DM, can you please make a note to make sure that when we get into town next to buy actual handcuffs?
I'm not writing shit down for you. You make your own fucking to-do list. So, Brick is pulled out of the writing shop by the elbow by Vanera. You're all standing in the currently silent streets.
where did the sound come from?
Sorry, it came from these two doors here.
Okay. Is it continuing, or did it seem to just be like a passing?
When
like they were shuffling around.
When Zaan motioned everyone to stop, anyone that wants to make a perception check can make a perception check. But his passive perception was high enough to hear the initial noise like he had the night before when this same situation happened.
We make the joke, but they're literally radar dishes. What is my passive perception?
17.
18, actually.
Oh, it must have gone up.
Yeah.
I got a 24 on perception, but it's probably just going to be the same. Like,
Pez rolling hot tonight.
Well, since you were closer, you were able to hear, for lack of a better word, small and large shuffling noises. And you're pretty certain you heard a handle jiggle a bit. But as everyone remained quiet, the shuffling continued for a second longer, and then silence.
You said the two doors in front of us, right? So, like, if we're looking down this alleyway...
These two.
What about the door next to Pez? Did a noise come from that?
Nope.
Make some mental note.
So... Are we just gonna go door to door looking for something, or do we want to try to go to that amphitheater?
Venera kind of grips Brick's elbow and is like, "Do we have a plan?"
The library. We were going to go to the library. I remember
Oh yeah,
now.
that's right.
To
Where
get- to look for
you
books.
you remember where that is?
You can make a history check.
I dropped my dice. Let me find it.
I think
We'll
we
never
already did the
find
history
it
check. It's in the
ever.
opposite corner, right? He already made that history check.
That
like,
sounds
last session.
familiar. If you remember it,
Wait.
then Mhm.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. Because that is right. So
Okay,
yeah.
let me check my.
Oh yeah, we were talking about how it was on the other side of the creek. The
Brick's
river.
just gonna stay quiet and fiddle with his projector.
Also, what does this big mushroom thing look like?
I wasn't really around.
So
For
you
its
haven't seen
capturing.
it? So you don't
I've
know
seen
what
it in a
looks like.
book, but I don't read often.
And that book's in the library?
Probably. I
Do
don't
we
know.
know how big it is?
The book?
No.
Just smudge my glasses on that.
The giant mushroom thing that we were supposed to get rid of.
Giant, by the sounds of it.
I
She
know
just
that.
gonna gonna look at you and she's just gonna shake her head. Okay, I'm done with questions.
I'm gonna guess it's a little bit bigger than a T-Rex.
Oh.
I like that assumption. You prepare for the worst, you can still pray for the best, I suppose.
Were
There
T-Rexes around when you were on this island, or like not in this cave?
I don't know what a T-Rex is either, okay?
All right, I was scared. It was more curiosity than anything, to be honest.
So, seeing that we kind of don't really have, well, I mean, we have a pseudo plan, but not really like a concrete plan. I'm gonna take my crossbow out, and I'm just gonna beeline it towards where that there library is, and not touch any heckin' door.
I
Sound
like
like a
that
plan?
plan.
All right,
Venera looks
let's
at
go.
you
Let us
and
go.
says, "Do you even know where the library is?"
Opposite corner.
But how do you know which one it is? None of these places have doors or windows.
How
Can you
different-
read?
I can
Can we-
read.
Let's go back to the map. We could go back to the map? Or do I remember... Do I
take
remember
the
where the
map?
library is? Like, specifically?
If I recall, your history check was a high, but not high enough. You just remember that it's across the canal to the right. And Pez, as you had looked, you see that this cave-in kind of goes all the way down and all the way back the way you would come. This seems to be the extent of where you can go on this side. But as you peer around the corner, it goes that way, which would be down this way.
Mhm.
So just laying the scene.
The map is in the bar, right?
That was
The map's under the pillar.
the stone tablet right in front of the pillar that we first came into.
Then let's go back there, observe the map, maybe like write it down, draw it, or something, and then go from there.
Has my memory ever failed you?
Yes.
I haven't known you long enough to test that theory, but so far, yes.
Oh, yes, you have. Yes.
Venera is now escorting Brick forward. She seems annoyed, flustered, and starts guiding him around the corner.
Kasumi's gonna shapeshift into fox form and just like bolt.
Okay.
She's gonna bolt for the tablet.
Okay. Are you being sneaky about it, or are you just kind of like...
Yes. No, she's trying to be soundless.
Okay. Fast but stealthy would be a stealth check at disadvantage.
Okay, then she's gonna run. She's not gonna dash.
Well, moving stealthy would require half your movement speed. So whether you are moving your normal movement speed or running, you would still be stealth at disadvantage unless you want to move half your movement speed in a go.
Yeah, she's basically just gonna kind of like trot ahead of the group. So, I can roll at disadvantage, so that's fine. See. Okay. 14.
Scooby Dooby Doo. 14?
Yeah.
Okay. I grabbed your little fox there. Let me see.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, I have a little fox.
Since
Yep,
Brick is
I meant to pull that out earlier, but I kind of forgot.
There you go.
since Brick is walking, he'll start. He'll pull up his spell book and start ritually casting comprehend languages. Doesn't know if he's gonna get it done in time by the time they get to the tablet, but he's gonna see.
That's 10 minutes.
11. Because I think it's technically 1 minute to cast it without ritual plus the 10. Oh no, it is 10 minutes because it's one action. Never mind. Yeah, so 10 minutes.
Okay. So while the rest of you are being sort of sneaky and letting Kasumi dash on ahead in her fox form, she sprints ahead towards the giant stone armored figure and rounds the corner towards the stone. Brick, while being escorted by Venera, is kind of wrist tied, sort of poking at his arm, and his mouth seems to be moving, but he's making very little noise. He seems to be doing something while being led along. So Kasumi, you round the corner and you get to the stone again, and your ears are high and on alert, and the ground is, while it's hard, it's also kind of dusty and dirty, so your paw prints or your paw pads are kind of pathing very quietly. Every now and then you might get a little bit of a toenail scrape on some hard stone, but
The
you're like,
beans.
I'm a silent motherfucker. So you make it up to the stone, and it is still faintly glowing. You're able to see it very clearly. The language still is utter nonsense to you. It does look kind of familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on why. After about a minute or so, you see Pez coming around the corner. Somehow, even in the gloom, his eyes, you see them first. Shortly followed by Zaan's glowing hand as the rest of the group arrives at the tablet alongside you. Qhiph'aks is kind of just like, I got friends, this is great, I'm having an awesome time.
I don't think my friends like my memory.
So Brick, you will still have, we'll say about 7 minutes left on your ritual casting.
Okay.
It was
I'll
a very
just let them
short
do what they
street, and
do.
you were being quiet and taking your time to not make any noise. So while
I'll
Brick
just keep
is
going and let them talk.
so Brick is beep bop booping around on his open wrist. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna, since I can actually fucking read the tablet, I'm gonna look at the tablet and I'm gonna kind of cross-reference to see where the library might specifically be.
Okay, yeah, it's very easy. You're kind of scan through the names. You're like, oh yes, it's that big one right there.
No common tongue. Library.
So Qhiph'aks looks at the stone and he points out where you all are currently standing, and he gestures to a very large building that's across the etched-in canal. And it's very large, kind of that shaped. Don't really know how to describe it, but it seems much bigger and of one. As you're walking to this tablet, you see that all the buildings seem to be kind of small and have little alleyways. This seems like a singular giant structure that would probably be very difficult to miss. And actually, as you were passing by...
I was about to say this right here. Yeah, I was about to say.
So as you're walking along that path and you come around the corner, you see the giant stone bit of armor, and you see that there is a 40 to 50 foot high wall that just encircles, meets the pillar, and disappears out of view. Mostly because the giant stone pillar's in your way, and you cannot see where it is, where it continues.
So the library, our best bet would probably be to go around the other side of the pillar and make our way to the bridge there. And then we can cross over to the library.
All right. You want to lead the way?
Yes, sir. And I'll just
Okay.
start walking. Gently trotting along, making sure that I don't, step on any rocks along the way.
I'm just happy I'm not the only one with beans.
So Brick and Vanera move together
As
to escort.
we walk by, I'm still going, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll
I'll
say
go
you
ahead and
have
finish it.
maybe 4 minutes left, as it took Qhiph'aks a second to kind of beep bop boop around and show you guys where everything was.
That's fine. I'll keep it going.
Are you all moving stealthily? Are you moving normally?
I'm moving stealthily, and I hope everyone's walking behind me.
Okay.
Stealth.
Everybody roll a stealth check.
Oh. That's not as good, but it's all right.
Vanera normally
getting
rolls in
past
D&D
without a
Beyond,
trace?
right?
Yes.
You know what? Yeah, she would probably do pass without a trace. Let me fire that off.
Good.
It's not gonna help
That's-
you fucking open anything.
That's just a +10, right?
Yes, it's a +10.
Plus 10 to stealth checks?
Yes,
Oh.
Mhm.
For everyone?
for everyone.
Oh.
So pass without a trace is... Where the fuck? Well... Shit, does that
wasn't it
take
on her
any
s-
charges?
It's a staff.
That's on her
thing, I
woodland
thought.
staff.
I'm aware of that. Oh no, pass without a trace is just at will. It doesn't take any charges. Fucking
Oh, wow.
dope. I learned
You
something.
gave her that shit?
Well, she killed somebody for it.
Yeah.
Thank you for that item.
So, yes, forgot I need to do a stealth check. So, boop. Okay, so that is a 21 for Vanera. What did everyone else get?
17.
17?
14.
14?
21 if you're adding 10.
21? Pez?
30.
30? Kasumi?
I only got a 22.
Oh.
Only got a 22? Oh,
I rolled
no.
a 2.
Oh no. Well, I mean,
rolled a
Rick rolled
3.
a 4.
I rolled a 2.
Pez levitates.
Pez, out of instinct, matches his footsteps to Qhiph'aks so that any footfall sounds like one singular person. Brick is a little bit distracted, beep-bop booping with his arm, but Vanera is focused and is keeping both of you on track. As you all continue along through the city, you see more structures, more doors. You also see a smaller stone column lifted up as Qhiph'aks rounds along to the left of the amphitheater. And as you all join him in rounding the corner, you start to hear the babbling sound of water as you get a little bit closer to the supposed canal. If that is what
Nice.
your canals sound like, I am concerned.
Babble, 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 babble.
Babble! Babble, 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 babble!
Now remember, don't touch the pillars. And I just sneak past into this alleyway here.
I lick the pillar.
Why did we do
Ugh.
You're gonna get fucking cut.
Okay, so Qhiph'aks it looks like he's about to lead you towards a bridge ahead of you, but immediately just hangs a right and kind of like wedges himself between the pillar and the building. As you are walking along, you have no choice but to trod upon the mushrooms that seem to be clustering around the base of this stone pillar. Qhiph'aks generally seems to be completely unaware of this, doesn't give a fuck, just kind of keeps on moving, just schmoving. And as you get around, let me delete more. You see on your right is another stretch of road that seems a little bit more zigzaggy. And as you walk around the out of this narrow little alleyway, you see immediately to your left is the canal with a bridge, and I think it's visible. My stuff is kind of transparent, so it's kind of hard for me to see if I've revealed it or not.
It stops right here, like.
But you do see a bridge and water.
We could see half the bridge, yeah.
Good.
Why is Kasumi
Excellent.
in there?
Because she's in fox form. Leave her alone.
Well, I understand. No, that I understand. But like, I moused over this, and there's something like there's a character right here. It says Kasumi when I mouse over it.
She's in the tray underneath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to make this
sense.
big for everyone's model to fit and be easily seen.
I was just so confused. I'm like, is there
Yeah,
something
like
we need
if
to
you
know?
look off to the side of this thing, it is literally level on the lights that are usually on the corners of the table.
It's Dark Kasumi, like Dark Link.
Yeah, I had to select a bunch of the squares and turn everything black, so we're probably going to have to fix that whenever this board's gone again.
I am evil Kitsune now.
So the other thing that you all notice as you were looking towards the bridge is compared to the other parts of the city on the ground where the mushrooms were small and kind of scattered, you suddenly realize that they're much bigger and they're a little bit more prevalent now.
And that's to our right if we walk out of this, or this is just kind of the whole area?
To your left towards the canal.
Okay.
Oh,
I hope.
That's my bank. That bitch won't let me make any transactions.
Oh,
Wait,
and,
which bank?
For the people watching the VOD, this is what they are seeing, by the way. I have a special view to see past everything else, so they see nothing. But I have no way of...
cheater!
I have no way of streaming it that way, so I realized that I don't think I've ever shown what they're actually getting to see. So there you go. Hell. Lots of hell. So, you all arrive at the canal. You see Qhiph'aks heading for a bridge, and the mushrooms are getting larger. What are you all doing?
I'm trying to avoid them.
Just keep my eyes open. Still trailing behind, making sure nothing's following us.
I just realized that someone labeled the fox fluff butt of cute in all caps.
Oh.
There's a few models like that.
It's always Nim. So, as you approach the canal, Qhiph'aks very confidently is walking over it. He seems to stop every now and then and kind of hike a leg to step over a particularly large shroom. As you all continue further along, I need everyone to make another stealth check as we advance. Pass Without a Trace is still there.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Wow.
21?
Another 21 for Venera, too.
16.
16.
17.
16, 17. 23.
37.
33.
Damn!
She ascends. She teleports to the destination.
Somehow she slides underneath the mushrooms. It's fucking wild.
She turns into a cat.
You take that back. She's a fox.
Yes, they're a little bit more obnoxious.
Foxes are just cats running on dog software.
Pretty much.
Okay, you all are proceeding slowly and quietly. Qhiph'aks in the lead as he seems to he knows the streets. He may not remember every single building, but the way that he's walking, there's a bit of confidence to his stride. He seems to know what he's doing.
For once.
For once. So, as you all approach the canal,
Again.
you see more buildings, more structures, and the mushrooms are clogging the streets. There's barely a place to step. And as you cross the bridge, there's a scent that seems to become stronger. And you're only now starting to realize that you've been smelling this before, but it would seem the current of the canal is potentially wafting the smell away from you. As you all gather on the other side of the bridge, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ruh-roh.
My Constitution saving throw. Oh, my Wisdom saving throw is really high.
What?
Oh, that's actually really good. Okay. +4, 18. Okay.
Oh.
Would I have the opportunity to put on my mask before, like, doing this?
I bet you already had it on.
I would say at this point in time, if you didn't have it on previously, no. You would smell this and think, oh shit. But as of this immediate point
For
in
the
time,
purposes
no.
of knowing what to roll or if I need to roll, Brick is resistant to poison and immune to disease.
Right. Let me check on that real quick. Make sure.
Don't worry, guys. Brick just farted.
Smells like CO2 in here.
It's the alcohol from last night.
What is it? It's WD-40.
E-pills.
What are your resistances? What are your resistances again, Brick?
Resistant to poison, immune to disease.
Okay. You still need to make a Constitution save.
You still need to stay 6 feet apart from me, because I don't want to get the Rona.
Zaan just walks up. What?
Jeez. Okay. Not great, even with that huge con save.
Huge.
11.
How is that a huge save?
No,
Zaan,
my
Zaan, what was
modifier.
yours?
18.
18. Qhiph'aks?
Kip got a natty 1.
Natty 1.
Ooh.
Kasumi?
14.
We start hearing the Rugrats theme song in our head.
Pez, what did you get?
The Ocho.
Ooh, okay.
What?
8.
Oh.
Okay. As you all step across this bridge, the scent fills your nostrils, and much like when you were wandering through the desert above during a sandstorm, you just feel something sticking to the inside of your nostrils. It doesn't hurt, but it's uncomfortable, and you are definitely able to notice it. Brick, you, instead of feeling it in your nose, you kind of more feel it in your joints, where the sand was kind of getting in and just being an annoyance. But as of right now, you sense that something's there. Nothing seems to happen.
Do I get the same vibe of zombie Rex?
Make an insight check for me.
Ooh. Because I was digging around in that thing.
You were, and it was foul.
Wait for the 2 frames per second D&D Beyond to catch up.
Right.
D&D Beyond.
20, not nat.
Damn.
20. You definitely catch a hint of decay. It's not quite to the extent of a living carcass. but more along the lines of something that had long been dead, the kind of loam of a forest where leaves have been rotting for a while, which granted you wouldn't know that because you live in a fucking desert.
Spoiled mushrooms.
But you've been in mines and you've smelled that dank dampness. You know, something crawled underneath a cupboard and died, and it's just kind of molding quietly in a corner. It's that, but stronger. Just a little bit stronger than the normal kind of decaying. Compared to you diving into the zombie wrecks, this isn't bad at all, but it's definitely noticeable. I hope that answers your question.
I smell death.
How does the water look?
Boy, do I ever.
You have night vision or dark vision, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You lean over the edge of the bridge and you take a look. Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Unless you wanted to actually physically go up to the water right around here and get a good look at it versus being on a bridge looking down. That's up to you, and that will change the DC.
I was about to say, keep mine too. My hand is still a light.
Where's my investigation? Here it is. I'm gonna stay on the bridge. I don't want to get too close to the water, especially with how it smells. 15.
15. With a little bit of light, because you didn't ask for Zaan to hold the light over, you just kind of hopped up on the edge of the bridge with your little paws and you kind of looked over. It looks remarkably clear. Anywhere that the light is touching, you were able to see straight to the bottom. Like nothing has disturbed those waters and the sediment at the bottom in decades, centuries.
That water.
Monthly bath.
I just remembered I can talk. I'm in box form.
Oh my god, all I could think of now is just fucking Qhiph'aks sticking his head out of the water like an octopus, and there's a little Johnny Depp
He definitely has bath toys, for sure.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna pull my mask down, and should we keep going?
Probably. Did I get anything happen to me?
You don't know.
I mean, I would like to keep going.
Crossbow at the ready, BT dubs.
Can Zaan take a piece of cloth out of his bag and wrap it around his nose and mouth?
Sure. You take a second, you find a piece of cloth in your bag, and you wrap it around your head like a little bit like a turban. You're on the move, so it's not as neat and maybe not as tight as you would like, but you're hoping that maybe it does something.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay, so you all begin to advance further into this second part of the city. You are all proceeding slowly?
Yes.
Okay. Brick, since everyone paused at the bridge, you finally finish your ritual casting of Comprehend Languages.
Okay, and I'll stay up for an hour if we encounter any writing.
Okay. As you are walking by some of these buildings, a few of them you see stone plaques by the front doors, and etched upon them are the names of the buildings and the language that you, until recently, didn't understand. So as we are passing by any of these structures, you can let me know if you want to investigate further.
Any of the small buildings, no, but any like the big buildings, like on our right, I'll take a look.
Okay. On your right, as soon as you pass the bridge, you glance over with your bound hands, and you see the word inn as in INN. And that is the one that is to your right, that seems to be have a slanted wall going along the edge of the canal.
Okay.
So you all are continuing forward. I need another group stealth check, as you are now in a new area. Vanera's Pass Without a Trace is still going.
And
Are you kidding me? That's what I got my nat 20 on a disadvantage roll? Dadgummit. Oh, boy.
Remember to add 10.
That'd be a 15, DM.
15.
25.
25.
What's natty 1 plus 10?
That would be an 11.
Listen here,
Pez?
DM. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
32.
32. Kasumi?
25.
25. Okay. As a whole, it was a success. Since you are all moving slowly, and even Qhiph'aks, you are feeling a sense of unease as your familiar, clean, empty streets is becoming difficult to walk. And as you step, your foot lands on a particularly slimy mushroom that you got a little bit distracted by as you glanced over your shoulder to make sure that your new friends were, in fact, not imaginary and actually there still.
Hello.
I still can't believe it.
And as you step, your foot goes out from under you, arms flailing, but Pez is behind you. He's able to put both hands up on your back, and even Kasumi has bitten down on the edge of your robe and is full tilt back like dog fighting a chew toy, trying to keep you from going ass over tea kettle. You all hear the scrape in your brains. You hear a "oh shit," and you all immediately stop, thinking, "Oh God, it's another brick." But then you realize that the sound was just in your head. There was no actual sound.
You hear, oh shit! And then as he pauses, like next to the ground, you just hear elevator music, and he's just like, am I dead?
God? Moment passes. A few of you realize that you were holding your breath, fearing another brick incident. You all let out a slow sigh. You
Well, let's
continue
keep
forward.
going, shall we?
Alright. So, you all venture further into the city. You reach what appears to be another T-junction. To your right is a fairly hefty cave-in that reaches a little bit further out than the first one that you had seen back when Brick decided to open a wardrobe. This one seems to almost be spilling into the street. Right where the mushrooms stop here would be the cave-in bit. Was just no. Ahead of you, those of you with dark vision are able to see that the street continues forward in a long stretch. To your left, the street is a bit wider, and there seems to be a few doors on either side. Get back.
I point to the large, kind of top-rounded building, and tell everyone subliminally that is the library.
So as he's gesturing a little bit off to his left, as you all join him in the intersection, you see there's a smaller building in front of you, and the building immediately beside it reaches all the way up to the ceiling. It's a 2-story structure, and then kind of past that and around the corner you see another long wall that as well reaches the ceiling as well, where it seems to have caved in a bit in one corner, but otherwise the structure as a whole seems to be okay.
Are there any windows on the second floor of the library?
You have not seen a single window since you have been down here.
Well, there goes my idea.
That dice that has rolled like 3 natural ones tonight is going in the dice.
It's going in the dice jail.
Yeah.
Well, seeing that there ain't no windows, I did have an idea that instead of slogging through these here mushrooms on the ground, that we climb up some buildings and then go over.
Pez, make a perception check for me, if you would.
What do my cobalt eyes see?
I will tell you, depending on your roll. And anybody that has dark vision, if you would like to join him in this perception check, then I, depending on your roll, will give you information that may or may not help. We'll see.
Ooh. I rolled the same roll in real life. 11.
22.
22.
Gets distracted.
Don't see shit? Okay.
Nope.
So Kasumi is busy investigating the pile of rubble to the right to see if maybe there's anything there, and she's kind of paying attention, but not really. Pez, you're a little distracted trying to think, like, if there were windows, I could totally do this. And as he's saying that, Brick, you notice that the other building that reaches up to the ceiling, you can tell that it's 2 floors, not just by its height, but because of the pattern of the brick. There's no windows to indicate it, but where the bricks lay in one direction, you see that for a line around about halfway up, they're in a different orientation, and then a similar orientation from the one below. As you are looking towards the library, there is no such break in the pattern of bricks, which would lead you to believe that it's not so much a second story, but just a really, really tall building.
I kind of convey this to everyone. Just inform them of my observation.
Oh yeah, we got ladders out the wazoo down here, buddy.
That is good.
Hey,
We can
Hamburger.
use them quietly.
Hamburger, what's a wazoo?
Don't
You hear
ask.
and the feathered wings literally like turn upward and Hamburg has been kind of mocking you, not mimicking, learning to mimic you. So before it was just sort of always a head tilt. Now he actually like fluffs his wings out and shrugs. It's really weird for some of you that this creature is starting to become more Pezzy. Yeah, sure, we'll go with Pezzy. Emotive is the word I was looking for. So you are all standing in this intersection. You see your destination.
Well, MapQuest, should we continue?
As you go to say this, you realize that Qhiph'aks has already begun walking down the wider alleyway.
Oh, Jesus Christ, where the hell did you go?
Down here, big boy.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Well, Hamburger is lost forever.
He tripped.
Hamburger was yeeted into the fog of war, never to be seen again.
That was so fucking funny.
He saw a bug and he fucking went for it.
It was in slow motion. God damn.
Okay.
Carry on.
You all continue further down. For the time being, we will let the previous stealth roll endure, I guess.
Ah, benches!
Bench.
Benches? Where do you see
Right
benches?
here.
You see benches?
Oh, there's a tile there that is.
Oh,
I
is
guess
it,
because it's touching that black
is it floating a little
thing
bit?
you've got. No, like
it's the tile is inside of the void, so it is.
Oh, so you okay? Got it.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Well, you know what that room is then. It doesn't do that on my screen, so joyous days. All right. So you all approach what seems to be a bit of a curious intersection. It's not as neat and tidy as the other ones had been. On your left, there seems to be, for lack of a better word, a circular sort of tower I say circular because it's all angled. It's not actually circular. And there is rubble everywhere around the base of it. It looks like this used to be a very, very tall structure, and the ceiling, the cave ceiling has collapsed maybe 20-30% of it.
DM, when I read the building to our right, what do I read?
That building says Architects Guild Hall.
Ironic.
Erotic?
Ironic. And then can I read what the tower is from here, or do I have to get closer?
You would have to get closer. And keep in mind that Vanera is keeping a very firm hold on your elbow still.
Which I immediately forget, start to walk toward and get tugged back.
You know full well that you could probably overpower her, but you're getting the mom eyes.
That. Yeah, no.
Okay, so you've all reached this particular intersection.
Kip continues his saucy little jaunt.
How those shrooms looking?
There are far more here than you have yet seen within this city. And they seem to be getting larger. For the most part, they are staying cloistered next to walls and seem to be choking the alleyways as you pass by. In the center of the streets, they're there and they're plentiful, but they do seem to prefer to grow against something versus freely forming. As mushrooms do.
Just going to tread as lightly as possible.
Okay. We will say that this is the last of Vanera's Pass Without a Trace. As you all continue forward, I need everyone to do another stealth check.
There's no more Pass Without a Trace, though?
This is the last Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
Or she would have to count it, or cast it again.
Oh my gosh, I rolled a 2 and a 3. 13.
15.
13 for Brick. 15?
Yep, same thing.
28?
28.
55.
Shiggity schwa?
Nice, Nim.
20, not natural.
Nice. Kasumi?
31.
31. Hot diggity daffodil. Okay. Let's see. Zaan, I need you to make another Constitution save for me, please.
Oh, wow. Okay. It was much better than the 5 and 7 I just rolled. +4 is going to be a 16.
16. Okay. Cool. Duly noted. Thank you. As you all follow Qhiph'aks carefully through this mushroom-ridden expanse, looming into view is another gigantic structure. I'm gonna remove that, and you're probably gonna see some shit. Just ignore it, because, you know, this game's perfect. You see another very, very, very large structure. Something akin to the amphitheater that you had seen before, but this one appears to be fully enclosed. If you all don't stop drawing, I'm going to end all of you.
I'm drawing the black back in. I'm helping you not. I'm helping you.
Okay, I didn't know what was going on. I saw pencils wiggling. And I know that Pez likes to get into some hijinks with his pencil.
I'm helping.
I'm hiding your badly hidden secrets, all right?
So, Qhiph'aks approaches a little bit of an offshoot of this supposed library. Rounds a corner and seems to put his hand on the doorknob.
Yeah, boy.
Not very crazy.
Yeah.
So the big thing directly in front of us is the library. Is the one just to the right of us?
Just the one to the right.
Qhiph'aks
Okay.
seems to be going into the structure on your right.
Okay.
Yes, the one that is red.
I very slowly turn the knob, and if I hear even so much as the slightest creak as I'm opening the door, I'm bailing.
Qhiph'aks, you would remember, you've been here quite often. And you've actually been in most of the buildings. And you frequent them often enough that, to answer Zaan's previous question before, that is why the doors themselves do not creak, because you continue to use them. The cabinet that Brick opened, you don't really noodle around in there much. So as you grab hold of the handle, turn and push, silent like a well-oiled machine.
Zaan's just gonna gesture at Kip and look at Brick.
I can't shoot.
So
Just hands up, one finger.
You all watch
One finger salute.
You all watch Qhiph'aks turn the handle, and as a group, you all go. Opens, and he steps inside. Qhiph'aks, inside, you see your old friend Tor manning the desk. Quiet guy.
Where?
So, are you all joining him inside?
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So you all join him inside. It seems as if there is a front entryway, if you will. There is another straw mannequin sitting at the front desk. Venera, of course, is still keeping a firm hold on Brick's elbow, just to make sure that he doesn't fuck with a chair or anything.
I forget he's mute for a minute, and I asked Tor how he's doing. Just right. He doesn't like me.
Sorry, when I say mute, I mean like he cannot physically speak, so sign language. You imagine that he's moving his hands around speaking to you.
Oh.
Which makes no sense to anyone else but you. But as you look at him, you start moving your hands in funny symbols, like you're communicating back. You have a bit of a lisp. I'm sorry, bad joke. Apologies. Okay. So as you all enter in the front foyer, do you leave the door open or do you close it behind you?
9. It is will be closed.
All right. Zaan is the last one in. You see him very slowly start to move the door. It's quiet. You go a little quicker, and then it latches shut. So you are all in the front room of the library. The only light is from Zaan's hand. There seem to be two doors. One immediately off to your right and one directly ahead.
When I remember what the door in front of me is.
The door in front of you leads to the library main room proper. The one to your right is essentially a closet.
Wait, okay.
Which is not.
We stuffed him in there. Get him!
Do you actually go for the closet door just to check?
No.
I'm tempted to.
I turned the latch and enter the main room proper.
Okay. So Qhiph'aks grabs the door handle, and much like before, it opens with ease.
Ah.
And inside you see quite a large open area. And at this point, Kip, you feel fairly confident, since both the doors were closed, that there's nothing nefarious going on. You stride on inside.
I turn to everyone and literally, like, I realize that I don't make any noise, but even my mind brain is whispering, which is a fucking first. And I'm just like, very quiet in the library. Josephina really doesn't like you making any noise in the library.
Huh?
But I don't like books, usually.
Quiet in the library, goddammit.
Qhiph'aks,
Yes.
as you turn back and say this to them, Pez is in the doorway.
Hello.
And through the gloom around the side, you see a hand reach out and grab Qhiph'aks by the collar. Ah! And much in the way that Zaan was ripped into the room, you see him grabbed and pulled off to the side.
Fuck.
Oh, he's dead. Let's go.
Let's see. I need a you. Why is this man? Who's been coloring my people?
Why are you grabbing people? It's a library. It's supposed to be empty.
I can't get this dude to stand up straight. Alright, well, he's dead to me. I'm gonna get something else.
He's
You want me to remove the closet tile for you?
It was probably default animation.
No, because when he goes and decides to die, then, yeah, anyway, reasons. So, let's see. Qhiph'aks, my main man.
Yeah.
Does a 15 hit? Or, I'm sorry, a 12.
12 just hits.
12 just hits. So, those of you looking at Qhiph'aks, you see him get pulled around to the side. And are you? No, you're not what I want. You're what I want. You
I use my reaction and my first level spell slot to cast shield on myself, which raises my AC by 5.
Okay.
So that I make it.
So in your startled state, you get pulled to the side and you see. I have way too many fucking windows open. You two, come with me. Actually, a copy of you so you can get put back in the bag.
We just hear the death spawning.
Don't worry about it.
Ah.
But wait, there's more.
Look at these book reading nerds. There's a lot.
So you were
So
grabbed.
many nodes.
So many wedgies.
I misunderstood. I thought Pez was getting yanked from the closet.
As you stepped into the room leading the group, something grabbed you as you turned around to say, like, welcome to the library. The creature that you're pulled towards, there was no mouth at first. And then the face seems to rip apart and go to bite you. And you go, oh shit! And you, all of you hear that exclamation in your minds as you see another flash from inside the room as the teeth clamp down on the arcane barrier that he raised in the nick of time. I now need everyone to roll initiative.
Let's go! Ooh, that was actually good for once.
And as everyone is rolling initiative, we are going to take a short break before we get into combat. So we will be right back. Grab a drink, go to the bathroom, do your thing. Okay, and welcome back. Let's get into this. So, spooky music gone, battle music begin.
Ooh, it changed to red.
Okay, that might be.
Let's do this.
Loud.
Bomb.
Down a bit more. Down. And no more. There we go. Cool. All right. So, initiative. I have Pez, I have Vanera, I have Qhiph. Pez was a 15, Vanera was a 4, and Qhiph was a 21. Zaan.
14.
Loud.
14?
Yeah, a little low.
I'm just making sure that I could hear around your mouth full of food. Brick.
17.
17. Kasumi.
12.
12. Alrighty. So, top of the round, Qhiph. With your arcane shield, it blasted away its mouth as Pez is headbanging in the front foyer. Your arcane shield also loosens its grip from your cloak. So, it is your turn. Brick, you are on deck.
So, the shield says until the start of my next turn, I get a +5 bonus to AC. Are we including that one?
Well, it is now the start of your turn, so the shield is done.
Fair enough. Just seem kind of short-lived is all. I'm kidding.
Well, but at the same time, you get your reaction back, so you can technically use it again.
Oh, that's true. Value, baby. Fuck.
What are you doing?
I would like.
You cannot rage.
How many? Well. How many people are within 10 feet of me?
It would be the one Molder Titan, the Molder Bloom, Pez, and Hamburger.
Well. Nah, it's not gonna work. Sorry, I have so many spells and I was not prepared for combat.
You did not study?
I did not study.
You are in city full of mushroom assholes and you did not prepare for combat?
Does Qhiph
Silly
seem
goose.
ready for combat?
Qhiph seems ready for
Qhiph
a
would
nap.
like to. Qhip's ready for a nap, not combat. Qhiph moves over here.
Okay, you will leave his area of influence, so it will get an opportunity to attack against you.
Yeah.
It's going to make a claw attack. That is a 15.
15 hits.
Okay. And it is... That is going to be 12 points of slashing damage as you leave its little bubble and it just goes right for you. It cuts your lovely, nice robes that you have kept clean and pristine for centuries.
You're going to pay for that, fucker! Actually, sorry. Instead of there, I would have liked to move here.
Sure.
And I will cast Arms of a Hadar at 3rd level.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look-see at that real quick.
I think that's what pretty sure that's the spell I learned on Ren.
At 3rd level, you said?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 10-foot radius from you. Okay, so in the strength saving throw. Okay. Let's see what happens then. So that is going to be a Molder Titan and a Molder Bloom getting blasted.
Yeah, I'm guessing you put it in between the two ones that are kind of like towards the...
It's from him.
It's centered on me, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I wanted
Strength
to
saving
make
throw.
sure.
That is going to be a 21 and an 18.
Both succeed. They take half damage, but they still don't get reactions.
On a failed save, they can't take reactions, but on a successful save, they take half damage but suffer no other effect. So roll your damage.
I see. Yeah. My bad.
It's all good.
Am I doing it 2d6 or am I going 4d6 halving?
Do 4d6 and then have the half the outcome.
That's a good start. It'll be 17 necrotic damage halved.
Okay, so 17 total half. That's going to be 8. So 8 damage there and 8 damage there. All right, that was your part of your movement and your action. Is there anything else you would like to do for your turn?
Bonus actions really aren't a thing here, huh?
Not for everybody.
No, that's it.
Okay. Brick, it is your turn. Pez, you are on deck. Brick, you currently have your hands loosely tied with Venera holding your elbow and a kobold in between you and a door.
All right.
Which is open.
Snap the rope and move forward. Can I get around Pez?
Pez is small enough that you can step over him, but that will be considered difficult terrain as you kind of like, and kind of worm your way through.
That's
him.
fine. So yeah, it's 5.
So that'd be 5, 15, 20.
20.
Just inside the door.
Oop.
And dead. Armor save.
I am going to use telekinesis to try and shove the Molderspawn away from the door so that other people can get through. So he needs to make a strength save of 14.
That is a natural 19 plus 2, so that is going to be a 21.
Okay.
So you go through the door, see the Molder Titan standing there. You use your telekinesis to try to shove it, and it seems to be anticipating it, grabs the wall with its hand and sort of lurches back slightly, but pulls itself forward and seems ready to pounce
Interesting. Well, in that case, I am going to... Oh, hold on. I almost forgot to roll for Mortar really quick. Hold on. Mortar's going to have a 8 as his initiative. We'll keep track of that. Who is he before and after?
He comes before Venera and after Kasumi.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to take my 2 attacks on the Molderspawn and just try to cut him down real quick so I can get out of the way.
Is your telekinesis a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
First attack. If I can read it. That's going to be a 25.
Yeah, 25 hits.
And I'm going to go ahead and do the other swing. Let's get it out of the way. That's going to be a 24. I love these dice. Thank you, Kayla, if you can hear me in the ether.
24 hits.
And then... Yates. Not great. 5 on the roll plus my modifier, which is 6 and 6, so 12, so 17 all told.
17 points of damage. So you go to shove this creature out of the way, grabs the wall, and as it's kind of leering back up at you, you take 2 swings and you start hacking at it, leaving deep gouges into its fungal, spongy body. It's still standing.
All right.
There's your bonus action and your action.
Ooh. I still have 10 feet of movement left.
That's gonna be 5, 15, 20. So if you have 30 feet of movement, then yes, you would have 2 more spaces.
5 And I can't move into this space next to me because there's a desk in the way.
I would allow you to jump onto the desk with a dex save if you wanted.
We'll try it. Dex save?
Yes. Well, dexterity check. Do a check.
Dexterity check. That's going to be a 15.
15? Yeah. It's not so much a leap as a just hike the leg up, stand on it.
All right, I will step onto the desk to make room for other people and put myself in between the Molder Titan and Qhiph.
We'll even say that you're kind of Captain Morganing it. One's foot is on the chair, one's on the table desk thing.
Face me.
Drink my beer.
Okay. So that is Brick's turn. Pez, you are up. Zaan, you're on deck.
So I'm not going to unleash Pez's full potential. He's only going to go 20%. And he is going to use his action to cast,
Hey, Shaggy.
at 2nd level, Summon Beast.
Oh. I was not prepared for this. Okay. What are you summoning?
A small bestial spirit. I choose land, and it will be a exact replica of Hamburger.
So another Velociraptor.
Yes.
Excellent. That's way easier. And how far away can you summon it? Where are you placing it?
I'm going to attack this this goober. So just like right where he is. Perfect.
Okay, so you summon it right in front of, well, you can see inside the door, and you want it to attack, so you just see it and go right there.
And then that counts as an action, right?
Let me see your spell real quick.
Yes, it's one action.
Okay, then yes, that's your action.
And then it says I get 2 attacks per action. Does that count as one of those?
No, the summoning of the spell is the full action. If you were taking the attack action, that's 2.
Okay. So that is easy enough. I assume if I walk in, I might get attacked by the scoober.
It's very possible.
Then I'm going to just, I guess, get next to it, staying in its reach.
Okay.
And that'll be my movement. And then Hamburger is going to, I guess, jump off my head. Will that cause a attack of opportunity?
No, because it used its reaction on Qhiph'aks.
Okay. Then Hamburger is going to leap off and join his clone in attacking this thing.
And with that knowledge in mind, that means that you as well would be able to run past it without provoking an opportunity attack if you wanted to clear the doorway. Because you've only moved 5 of your 20, 25?
30.
30.
Sure. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
30.
That would be the farthest you can move right there, yes.
All right, then I will move right here and take cover.
Okay. So you dash in, sending Hamburger after a creature, and Qhiph'aks and Brick, you see Hamburger's form seems to shift and just like cellularly divide, and there's 2 of them, and they're both leaping, foaming at the mouth, going after the Molder Bloom against the wall, as Pez badass combat slides underneath Qhiph'aks' legs, out the back of his robe with a little like Marilyn Monroe, like woo!
Oh.
And he's going over behind a desk. Super badass.
Don't look under the robes. We don't know what's there.
More tentacles. So that is your action, your movement. Bonus action?
Do the animals get to attack? Or does...
After your turn. They go immediately after you.
Okay, then Pez is done.
Pez is done. Let's get the Velocity boys.
Let's do hamburger first. No, let's do ghost hamburger first. His actions is multi-attack and maul. Multi-attack is the beast makes a number of attacks equal to half the spell's level. Round it down. What does that mean?
You cast at 2nd level, so it would get 1 attack.
Okay. Which is maul, I assume.
Yes.
Alright, so I need to roll to see if it'll hit. That is a 9 to hit.
9 does not hit.
Okay. Ghost hamburger is done.
Does it not get any additions or anything like that to it?
I don't know what to add to it. I don't know if it has anything to add.
Hold on. If it's a little velociraptor, then let's see. You said it used maul?
Yes.
If it's a duplicate of hamburger, it should have bite or claw.
I was just going off of what the summon beast spell does.
Well, let me check that then real quick. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's your spell modifier is added to the hit. So whatever you rolled plus your spell modifier, which would be a 2.
So 11 to hit.
Still does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Good to know.
Let me check one more thing super quick on that. It does have pack tactics.
All right. Sure. I mean, if you'll allow me to roll again for
absolutely.
For ghost. All right.
It's your first time using a spell. We all need a little help. Everybody gets
19
1.
to hit.
19 hits.
Hey. All right. Okay,
so as they both appear and they go for it, Hamburger, the god tier animal companion, begins chirping and barking orders to its illusory companion. It's like, go for the jugular.
1d8 plus 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8.
Plus the spell's level, which is a 2.
So
it's technically a plus 6. Okay.
Brain hurt.
So it's 1d8 plus 4 plus 2. So it's 10 total?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so illusory hamburger jumps up, starts gnawing at it and with the instructions of actual hamburger. Hamburger, also pack tactics.
Multi-attack, pack tactics. Good God. Oh, that one misses. That one also misses. Second attack. Another miss. Come on, hamburger. Hey, there we go. A natural 20.
Oh, it's just a natural fucking 20.
I rolled 4 2s for the other ones.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, my big dice don't like me.
Ah.
Okay, so, claws. It is 1d4 plus 2, doubled.
So 2d4 plus 2.
2d4. I have 2d4. 4 and 3 is a number. 7.
7.
The 7 plus 2 is 9.
It's 9.
Yeah.
9.
So those of you within the library, that would be Brick and Qhiph'aks, you see these two feathered creatures just leaping onto the molder bloom and just start ripping it to shreds. There's leaves and bits of viscera flying everywhere. Qhiph'aks, it's kind of horrific. And you're really glad that Hamburger's on your side. It is still standing, however. So, with that turn finally done.
Sorry.
No, it's great. I just like, wow, I love Hamburger to death. Zaan, it is your turn. Kasumi, you are on deck.
Come on. WASD work here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I will use my bonus action to hop like a bunny, because it's kind of what I do.
It's what I do.
One sweep. Put me right here.
So, Qhiph'aks, as you're backing away and getting ready to cast your next spell as the tentacles seep back into your body, you see the bunny. Now, keep in mind, his hand's kind of strobing because he's fucking doing one of these, and he just free willies you, and you're just like, oh. Lands behind.
Let me man go!
And he leaps over your head to do. What?
Let's do Storm Strike at 2nd level. Yeah,
sure.
Storm Strike.
What does that do?
So, it's Necrotic Touch, but it's Storm, so I need to roll to hit. Is 19 plus 8 gonna hit? 20.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and it does 4d10. I actually have 4d10, so it's awesome. Yeah. If I can only find it. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17
points of lightning damage.
Of lightning damage.
And, yes, and I'm actually using an ability that I've never gotten to use before. Be Thunderbolt Strike. Whenever I deal lightning damage to a small or large creature, I can push it 10 feet. I'm going to shove it into the wall behind me as hard as I can.
Okay, so you're shoving it that way?
Yes.
Okay, is that a save on my end, or does it just happen?
It just does it. Kind of awesome, I'm not going to lie. I was looking through my notes and I'm like...
Where is this
why
ability
haven't
at?
It's
Features and
if you look
traits,
in-
or?
Yep, features and traits. Thunderbolt Strike. When you deal lightning damage to a large or small creature, you can also push them 10 feet away from you.
Okay, so, Qhiph'aks, as you see this light bunny free willy over your head and land, he almost does an awesome superhero landing, but he lands and just goes wham! Right in the stomach of this creature, shoving it back into the bookshelf. Books are falling off, showering over top of it. Zaan, as you're seeing this happen, as the books hit the ground, a lot of them are just crumbling to dust as they leave the shelves. And there's just a big...
Oh god, Josephina's gonna be so angry at me!
Okay, does that do it for your turn, sir?
That would indeed do it for my turn, sir.
Okay, sir.
Zaan rolling damage.
Kasumi. Kasumi, it is your turn. Mortar is on deck.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action shapeshift out of fox form and back into human form.
You were just about to get comfy on that chair as everyone browsed the library, and you hear a commotion. Go, well, shing! Let's do it!
So she's gonna go 5, 10, 15. There's all these hands in the way.
Hold on. Yeah, move your hands, please, because this guy's moved out of the way. That. There you
Okay,
go.
so he's moved back.
Yeah, he that's not where he was supposed to be. I don't know who moved him.
Okay, so she's gonna get in his combat zone.
Oh well.
Wow.
Hold on. Nope. Yeah.
Can you even do that?
Okay. You're in melee contact with him.
Okay, I can't tell from this. Okay, anyways, she's gonna get out her rapier and she's gonna slash him.
Slash him. Fuck him up, Buttercup.
14.
14 just hits.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, well let me roll my normal damage.
Damage.
So that
Roll
is
that Joe
8
damage.
points of piercing damage.
8 points of
And
piercing
I get
damage.
add my snake attack Because
Yes,
my
you
friend
can.
Brick over there is
Yes, he is.
all up in his
Unfortunately, not quite
business.
flanking, but
That's
13.
okay. 13 additional points
On top of the 9, correct?
on top of 8.
27 in total. Then?
Oh, yeah, he's still fucking dead.
Oh, good.
So you come around the corner and you see Brick on the table thinking, this is going to be awesome. And you're like, you don't deserve the kill. And you just come in the doorway, see him, and with a precision strike as it's turned to look at Brick, just right through the head. And you feel your hand become very heavy as it slumps down and face first onto the table, then onto the floor. And your rapier just slurps right out. Little bit of a black ichor. And of course, Brick is just kind of, man! But this one is Dunzo. Ooh, wait a minute, it has a, no, not that. Hold on, it's here somewhere. It's, aha! So, that Molder Titan is dead.
Okay.
You still have, I think, a little bit more movement and a bonus action.
No, I used my bonus action.
Oh, right, because you transformed. Apologies. Thank you for
Mhm.
keeping me honest.
So is he completely prone?
Who?
The guy I just killed.
Oh, yeah,
He's
dead.
not actually dead on our screen. He's still standing like that.
Oh, is he? I'm sorry. Yeah, he's dead. He's gone.
Okay. So, she moved 15. Would it be difficult terrain to go over him?
No, it's a little bit spongy. It feels weird, but
Okay.
Ugh.
She's gonna move here.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
awesome. Okay. It is now the Molder Titan's turn.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you were about to say. Never mind.
Mortar can wait his turn. It's the DM's turn.
I did not know that. You have the
That's
thing in
a
front of you,
secretive.
I don't.
I will let you know when it is Mortar's turn, sir. Hold your fucking horses. I want to
have no
play
horses.
too. All right, so with that, this Molder Bloom is going to.
I have 6 of these. Damn.
5, 10. These guys are very slow.
Do you not have them open up and look like murder vipers?
Nope.
I could, but I won't.
I'm having my son roll my next dice.
Have you done test rolls? Is he doing well?
No, might as well fucking have a look.
Okay, bye. All right. So Zaan.
He's not rolling anymore.
Bring it on.
Bring it on! All right, the Molder Titans are going to come at you. The one on your left is going to make an entangling bite attack. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Negatory, good sir.
Does not hit. The other one is going to make. You know what? It's going to try to bite you too, because you just punch him in the chest. Let's see what happens. That is going to be an 18.
9
No?
What's the plus for friendship
Nope.
bracelets again?
plus 1.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
And
so
that's why it didn't hit me.
So you see these creatures coming up to bite you. And Kasumi, even though you're seeing these wriggling, writhing Molder Blooms coming towards you, you see the big one on Zaan's left coming towards him. And because of the power of friendship, you call out his name to warn him just to make sure. And he swats the one away and blocks the other with his sword as they both try to bite down on him. And he goes, "Thank you, Kasumi!" No, however you want to say thank you if you want to.
All of a sudden, I'm stupid now.
Yes. Well, I'm mocking you as a person because that's how you say thank you sometimes. I couldn't think of how Zaan would say it. I'm trying to be funny, damn it, not accurate. Okay, so that is their turn gone. The Molder Blooms now. I've already moved them. This one is pinned in by those two Nyamburgers. It is going to, you know what? One for hamburger, Kraken for the other one. Whoop, there it goes.
Not anymore. It's
I actually can't see what that is. I'll be right back.
Quick, while he's away, let's kill everything.
Hurry, quick!
Working on it.
Off the board.
Unfortunate. It's going after hamburger.
Oh.
I gotta figure out a better way to roll a D2. So it is going to make a pummel attack on the OG. But I'm assuming a 7 does not hit. Nope. Okay, so OG hamburger is fine. That is that one's turn done. The one Molder Bloom that can actually reach you both, I'm gonna leave it up to chance again. It's going after Brick. So Brickathy. Yeah, no, it doesn't hit. You're looking at Venera like, really? Again? And without even looking, as it comes up to bite you, you just go wham with the shield like, I had him, man. So, their turn is up. Mortar, it is now your turn.
All right.
Reboot,
So,
with Venera on deck.
based on how this is going, Zaan, did you make a melee or a spell attack last turn?
Hell.
Spell. All right.
Kind of both,
Which
technically.
one?
It
Yeah.
is.
Which one did you hit?
The one in like against the wall-ish kind of.
Okay.
Well, the
So
yeah, sorry.
Mortar is gonna take flight and fly over the head of that Molder Titan and kind of harry it and give the help action to Zaan.
Where's your owl model, by the way?
It probably still at the desk. Hold on. Where is it? Where are you? Where are you? That's the Triceratops. I don't know if the owl one got saved. Is that him? Nope. I don't think Mr. Owl got saved.
Well, ain't that a bitch? Okay, let me pull another one out for you then.
Is it in the fog of war?
I don't
Might
believe
be.
so. That's not what I want. Okay, so Mortar has given the help action.
Yes. So the first attack that anyone makes on the Molder Titan against the wall has advantage.
Here you go.
Damn. You know, scale it down a little bit.
Well, that's
No.
technically a giant owl. It needs to be smaller for the sake of fitting. So drop it. Okay, and this is going to be. There you go. Okay. So it's going to be harrying this
The one against the wall.
Got it. Okay, so Zaan, you would have a advantage on your next attack, and technically the help action is to help someone.
It's to help anyone.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
the
Whoever it's
help
next
action
to.
just gives advantage on the very next attack. So anyone can
Okay,
take
so-
advantage of it.
Hang on, let me look that up real quick. I have a question about it.
D&D Beyond is
A wonderful tool.
a wonderful tool.
Okay, so you don't use help on the target, you use help on Zaan. So Zaan, your next attack has advantage no matter what you're hitting. So essentially you
just
say
hold an action.
Mortar, help out Papa, and Zaan, as soon as you lock eyes on whatever you're going to attack, that's the one that Mortar is going to go and start harrying to give you advantage on it.
Thank you very much.
Can
Four.
you hold an action to be like, if anyone attacks this fucker, help them.
Maybe?
I don't think so. You have to specifically target something to say, go help them. Or I'm going to help them.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't want to blow through her spells too terribly much, so I'm just gonna pull a her and do Toll the Dead on the one that Zaan initially shoved into the bookcase. So that is a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, I'm like, how can she see? I'm like, oh, she can see right through the door at it.
Fails. Oh yeah, I meant to move her up. So she moves up into the doorway. And it fails. So that is going to be not bad. 7 damage. So Zaan, as this creature gets up and starts lumbering back towards you, you see a spectral bell appear over its head, and a book comes just whang, and it fizzles away, and you see it's sort of shaking a bit, and you see like kind of spores and bits of it are kind of falling off from where the bell was forcibly shoved over its mushroom top. I'm going to call it there for Vinira's turn, because she's technically safe. Qhiph'aks, it is your turn. Rick, you were on deck.
So, Qhip, seeing everyone do all this cool shit, decides, fuck it, I'm gonna do some cool shit too.
I must impress my new friends.
He uses his bonus action to use all of his sorcery points to forge a 5th level slot.
One second. Let me look at that.
I technically only, after a long rest, I only ever get 4th level spell slots, but you can create spell slots larger than what you get after a long rest. You can just use it to cast spells that you have, like upcast them.
Never done it before. I got no.
You can use sorcery points to gain additional spell slots or sacrifice spell slots. Blah, blah, blah. You can transform unexpended sorcery spots and spell slot as a bonus action. Shows the level of creating spells you can create. You can create spell slots no higher than 5th. Any spell slot you create with this feature vanishes when you finish a long rest. I mean,
That's pretty fucking tits.
technically? I mean, technically you could give yourself a 5th level spell slot, but you can't cast at 5th level. You're not a high enough level for that.
I can upcast my current spells at 5th level, since I have the spell slot.
But you're not able to cast at 5th level. That's the problem. I understand what you're attempting to do, but
So I did a little bit of searching to make sure I could do this. This is what I was kind of going off of, and I thought the logic made sense. But if you wanted to rule it that I can't use it, then by all means. It's literally just for upcasting my current spells.
okay.
If I also like don't want to like fucking break anything, so if you're not cool with it, I can totally just cast.
He's used to me. You can't break it. Trust me.
Interesting. What I'm worried about is that this question was asked 5 years ago, which means that this could be an older version. It could be like 3rd or 4th edition, and that may not be the case anymore.
I'll
because
do
the
a
other
little
thing I
bit more
see
extensive
is
research.
there's a thing where it looks like they are quoting from the D&D book, which is what I'm used to seeing in forums like this, and I don't see that anywhere on this ability. So for now, I'm going to say no. But we will powwow after the session and really do a deep dive into this for 5th edition and see if there's anything buried somewhere. But for the sake of keeping the combat flowing, we'll say for now no.
Okay.
Sorry, but yeah, we'll look into it.
No, so he kind of like weaves all of this elemental magic around him, and then he's like, "Fuck that shit."
Behold my
You all stop for a second as you see like lights appearing in the room. And you're like, "Oh fuck, he's gonna kill us!" And he's like, "No, never mind."
I don't need to do this extra shit.
Okay, so sorry for that delay, but what would you like to do instead, sir?
It's not instead. It's just kind of like differently. Instead of casting Summon Aberration at 5th level, I would like to cast Summon Aberration at 4th level.
Okay.
I would like to summon a Beholder. Or Beholderkin.
Let me look at 4th level.
And it has the stat block in this spell if you need it.
Oh yeah, Beholderkin. Fuck. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I know you're not prepared for that one.
I was not. Let me see if I have a model for it. Giant ooze construct aberration, maybe.
Beholder?
Would you like the purple one or the slightly brighter purple one?
I want the slightly brighter purple one.
Slightly brighter purple one. Put that one back. The stream has got to get to see how this all works. All right, Beholderkin. Real quick, let me see. This is a medium, so I'm gonna need to shrink it because it has to fit into a 5-foot block. All right, so you essentially have a baby beholder. Where would you like it to be?
Let me see. Where can I cast it? Oh, an area of 90 feet.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you can
cast it
anywhere 90 feet around you.
I'm gonna cast it over here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Barf ball.
Yep. Okay.
Just sees it pop up out of the corner of his eyes, like, oh!
So you all see Qhiph'aks, he goes, no, this is easier. And he just goes, and you just see this dark sphere appearing, and as it grows and contracts, you see a beholder, which I'm not sure many of you would know of, except for maybe Brick in his archives. But it seems to turn its attention directly to who and what?
My son! just kind of hold up my son as homage to this beholder, and it would like my boy. And he will use an eye ray and attack. I'm gonna go for this one here.
Okay.
The one that is directly facing.
Okay. Roll your attack. Or is it something I need to roll? I don't remember.
No, it's for me to hit. It's my
Okay.
spell modifier to hit, kind of like his. Oh, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Yeah.
Then I use it is 1d10 plus 7 slashing damage. Wait, no. 1d10 plus 7 psychic. No, 1d8. Fuck. 1d8 plus 7 psychic damage. It's 8. I rolled the 1 on the damage. 8 psychic damage.
Okay. So, from behind, you just see this this baby beholder. One of its stalk-like eyes just swivels forwards and goes, "Fuck that guy!" and just blasts the molder bloom in the back of the head. It doesn't seem to be leaving any physical damage, but it's shaking its head. Its tongue is lolling out to the side. It doesn't look too happy.
Brick, do you still have comprehend languages up?
Yeah, I do.
You hear in a formerly unfamiliar tongue, deep speech. Fuck you.
That's awesome.
And then it uses its second attack on the same target.
Okay.
And that will be a 9 to hit.
9 does not.
19 to hit. 19, sorry.
A 19 does hit.
8 damage.
8 more damage. What was this beam?
What, sorry?
What was this? It was another the psychic damage ones.
Yeah, psychic damage.
Okay.
It's always psychic damage on this one.
Got it. So the one tentacle stalk comes up, blasts it, sees fucker still standing. Blam! Blasts it again. And again, it's shaking its head. It really doesn't look happy, and it seems a little bit more drunken and sluggish at this point. And again, it's very unnerving. None of these creatures are making a single sound as you are fighting them. You just hear your blade sinking in, your fists hitting, teeth gnashing,
Iris blasting.
no
Air's
cries of pain.
intensifying.
Does that do it for your turn? You do still have your movement.
Like to move. No. I would like to stay.
Okay. All right. Brick, it is your turn. Pez, you were on deck.
Let's kill some plants. I'm gonna make 2 attacks on the viney guy in front of me.
All right.
That's gonna be a 14.
A 14 hits.
And for my second attack, that's gonna be a 16.
16 hits as well. Roll your damage.
$20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Again, you swing your axe twice and you start cleaving limbs. You even cut the tongue off of the one that was harrying you and Kasumi. It's still standing, but it is oozing all over the floor. It does not look good. None of the molder blooms look like they're in a good place.
You
Does that
got
do it
this,
for your
Kasumi.
turn?
Yep, that's it for me.
Okay. Pez, it is your turn. Zaan, you're on deck.
Okay, so time to take 20 minutes to do my turn.
All right, everybody else,
Not
bathroom
again.
break. Go on.
I'll be back.
I did have a question.
Mhm.
Where does eyeball fit in the initiative?
Generally speaking, unless otherwise stated, summoned creatures take their initiative immediately after your own.
Okay, cool.
So which one of these shrooms is looking bad? This guy or this guy?
This one. Yes, this
Pez
one so
is
far has
going
not been
to-
touched.
I want to try to steal a kill, so I'm gonna shoot my crossbow.
Yeah, crossbow. Damn it.
God, I don't know why I'm even rolling in D&D Beyond.
Metal, if you look at the second paragraph of that ability, it says, in combat, the creature shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours.
I see.
All right, 28 to hit.
Yeah, yeah, 28 hits.
Again, I freaking rolled in D&D. My D8. Oh, well, I'll take that, I guess. 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. You take your shot, and the crossbow bolt lands right in the side of its face, and it sort of turns to look in your direction. It looks pretty
Do
hurt,
I-
but otherwise...
Go on.
Oh,
It
I
looks
mean,
hurt.
it looks hurt. You have not felled it, but it now has a bolt sticking out of its face.
Did we say that my second action could be to reload, or
Correct.
could I go on and fire again?
It is to reload.
Okay, then I'll reload and stay where I'm at. Actually, no, I'm not, because bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
on this guy.
Where's that little token? That one? Okay.
Yep.
Get on your flying saucer. Ooh, come on. Why can I not grab you? Fuck it. He has.
Just put it next to it. I was about to say, we got it.
He's supposed to be able to stand on it. Whatever. Anyway. So he has been hunter's marked, and now it is the Velociraptor's turn.
Okay, so Meatloaf is going to. I named the Spectral one Meatloaf.
Of course you did.
So Pack Tactics, he is going to do another bite attack.
Okay.
So I assume a natural 19 would hit.
It definitely hits.
Okay. So that is 1d8 plus 4. Where the hell's my d8?
Unless you really want to roll that bonus plus 4 is enough to take it out.
It's dead.
So Hamburger and Meatloaf start turning this thing into a giant salad, as is tradition. However, it is still technically Hamburger's turn. He can still do things, but this one is dead via Meatloaf.
Does Meatloaf still have his movement?
Yes.
They are both going to loom towards this guy right here.
Okay. Sit them back where they were. What's their movement speed?
30.
30. So we'll say 5, 10, 15, 20. Say that Hamburger joins in right behind.
Perfect.
So that Molder Bloom is completely surrounded. Hamburger still has his attacks. Meatloaf is essentially done at this point, but Hamburger can still attack.
So, Velociraptor. Pack Tactics.
Well, yeah, no, never mind. That's already advantage.
Oh, I don't get super advantage for flanking?
No, that's not a thing.
Heck.
Super advantage.
14 plus 4 to hit, so 18 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah. 1d6 plus 2. 3 plus 2 is 4, 5 plus, yeah, so 5 for the bite. And then claw is, I assume a 15 hits.
15 does hit.
24 plus. So 6 damage for the claw.
Okay. So off on the side, you hear a as the Molder Bloom is turned into a salad, and then you hear as this one is also mulched. Within 6 seconds, 2 of the Molder Blooms are just toast. So Hamburger the Great strikes again, getting a twofer, basically. So Brick and Kasumi, now you're both just... Aight. And that's going to do it for both of them, I assume. That is their movement and attacks. Zaan, it is your turn. Kasumi, you're on deck. So many critters to keep track of.
I know. I'm gonna turn my head and look at Mr. Newcomer that had so rudely interrupted my one-on-one fight.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast. I'm gonna step it up a notch. I'm gonna just do Storm Strike at 3rd level this time.
Keep in mind that you do have Mortar assisting you, so you have advantage on your roll.
Okay. Not like I need it. I rolled a natural 20 on the first roll.
I mean, you have advantage.
I mean,
Might as well go for broke.
it's yes,
Keep
but
eating that 20.
it's a nat 20 and then a 17. So no.
So you hit.
And it is at 3rd level, which is 5d10. 5d10 doubled, so 10d10.
You have 10d10, Zach?
8,
You got 10
18,
d10s.
19, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's another 8. Holy shit, 24 plus 8 is 32. 33, 34, 35, 36.
You've killed 2 of them with that one.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 55.
What's this ability again?
This is Storm Strike. This is
You
my
just
necrotic
cast Fireball?
fireball.
What level did you cast it at?
Third.
Third? Okay, let's see.
My bread and butter ability.
Okay. As this creature initially comes up to you,
Wait, do I kill it?
and as this creature comes up to you and tries to bite you, you smack it out of the way. And as you are glaring daggers at it, Mortar comes in and kind of starts pecking at its head, which causes it to look away from you. And you go, "I was talking!" Whoom! Completely in two. As the sides split apart, lightning is crackling in between them, frying its innards, and it just sloughs side to side. And you go, "Thank you." Your next
Its body's
bitch.
also gonna fly back 10 feet.
Okay, so as the two halves split apart and go spiraling off in the distance, you go, "Thank you." As I was saying, and you look back to the other one that was initially your target. That other one is just gone.
Oh, don't forget Hunter's Mark, Tim.
That's that's Pez's. That doesn't count.
Also, Hunter's Mark, it didn't go off because that's a concentration spell, and I'm already concentrating on the Summon Beast.
Okay, so since nothing happened with it, we'll just say that it's just kind of...
Let bygones be bygones.
Yeah. If you would use it, then I would retroactively say that Meatloaf is dissipated, but since it was at the end of your turn and nothing came of it, we'll just pretend like it never happened. So this guy is fucking gone. Like, gone. So that was your action. And I'm assuming mostly your turn.
Actually, I do have a question. Can you cast a bonus action cantrip if you've used the attack action?
No. Because your Storm Strike is technically a spell.
Oh, that's right. It's just, I'm sorry
Yeah. If you cast a bonus action spell, you can cast a cantrip as an action.
So can you do like a bonus action cantrip and then like attack with a melee weapon? I'll look after this.
Technically,
Go.
yes.
Okay.
But we'll discuss later, because I think you're kind of mixing two things, and you may just be asking a separate question from what you just did. Kasumi, it is your turn. Mortar is on deck. So there are two creatures still alive, and to kind of make this a little bit easier, I'm going to remove the ones that are dead, so there's no confusion.
Okay. Make sure. Okay, cool. She is going to see the one in front of her is now shredded. So she's gonna look at the one to her left, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to cast Chromatic Orb at first level.
Okay.
And she's going to choose the fire.
Alrighty. Roll your attack.
And so let's roll. Well, that is a 6.
Unfortunately, a 6 does not hit. You are still slightly distracted by the two velociraptors basically playing in the remains of the molder bloom that you had been attacking before, and you also see the beholder behind, and that really unnerves you because you've never seen one before, and it just appeared, but it was attacking the molder bloom. But in all that confusion, your shot just goes a little bit wide and zips right past everything, thankfully not hitting the beholderkin, potentially pissing that off. So you still have your movement and your bonus.
So just by seeing this, she attempted to shoot at it and missed. She probably pissed it off. So she's going For safe measure, she is going to whisper under her breath. This is the first time she's done this. She's going to speak the dress command word and activate the additional +3 AC for the next minute.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, you do still have your movement that you can do as well.
I'm just gonna go back 5 feet. I'm gonna stay around my colleagues. She's not gonna
Your
hide, but
colleagues.
yeah, my colleagues. But she is gonna activate the dress command word to give her the extra +3.
Okay.
All I can think of is she just says it and just spikes stick out of her dress.
As she says this, the loose flowing robes seem to shimmer slightly. Every inch of the fabric, if you've ever seen a pearlescent paint job on a car, it seems like as she's moving, the light from Zaan's hand is making it shimmer in places that it normally didn't shimmer before. So, that is your turn done. It is on to the Molder Titan. So the Molder Titan, seeing its compatriot get split in half, shows no emotion and is just going to take a swing at Zaan. That is going to be a 14, which I assume does not hit.
I'm sorry, DM, it doesn't.
No, I mean, I've had shitty rolls. You guys have made it halfway through the city because of my shitty rolls. You're welcome. So, with that being said, the Molder Bloom is going to move its full distance to get to Kasumi, who slowly started to back away, seeing the oh-so-shiny dress with the dead Molder Titans wiggling in the background. For those of you watching the VOD, yes, I've been paying attention. And it is going to make a pummel attack, against Kasumi.
Okay.
With a natural 1. It seems to still be entirely frazzled by the 2 eye beams it took to the back of the head, and it goes to smack at you, but you're not quite where it thought it was, and it sort of slams its tentacly root into the table between you and Brick, and both of you kind of look at it and go, oh well. And you... Okay, so that is... There you go. Mortar, it is your turn. You hoot hoot. Followed shortly by Vanera.
Mortar, knowing that Vanera is up next, and not really knowing what she's going to do, but he's going to fly over and give her the help action.
Okay. Cool. Great turn. Next turn. Vanera. As she pokes her head inside, Mortar comes and lands on her head. She kind of... Ooh. Okay. She looks inside. Sees that everything is kind of being handled. So she's gonna... I guess she'll do Toll the Dead on... Yeah, she'll hit the same Molder Titan with Toll the Dead. So let's see if it passes the wisdom. Oh, well. Where'd he go? Oh. No, it does not save. At a -3 wisdom, sure as fuck not.
Mortar helped.
You
know,
so good.
I fucked up the last time.
Why?
Because it was already damaged and it should have taken a D12, not a D8. So...
It should take 2 at this level.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. It increases. Yeah, my Toll the Dead is 2d8 or 2d12.
Well, that's super fucked up. So I'm going to roll 3 D12s to make up for my incompetence as a DM.
Great job, Super Chief.
It's dead as fuck. So, Vanera glances inside. Mortar landing on her head. She sees the Molder Titan in front of Zaan. As he's sliced the other one, kind of looks over, is like, you're next. And as you're looking over there and saying that, the bell reappears, smacks it against the side of the head, and when the bell disappears, the head is just gone. It's sort of smoldering a little bit from where there's just a stump. And that Molder Titan, oh, Jesus. For the record, that was like a 9, a 7, and a 3. So it's quite a bit of damage.
Damn. Good damage. Well, for who's the bell tones?
So that Molder Titan
fuzzy.
is dead.
In your own words, Zaan, that was a really good aneurysm.
Ha! I get it, because stupid. Qhiph'aks, please save us from the idiocy and end this combat. Brick, you're on deck.
So, now that he has used his 4th spell slot, he is going to do what he was previously doing and use 6 of his sorcery points to meld up a 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
And then he's going to cast Dissonant Whispers at 4th level.
Oh. What's that do?
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with terrible pain. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage, but in this case, it's 66 psychic damage.
Uh-oh.
And must use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as possible from me.
Well, so it's a 3.
It doesn't meet 14.
So roll your damage.
Yes,
Your mom's a hoe.
that is the
Quick, everybody whisper. Which is funny considering that this is technically a plant-based creature.
It takes 20
So its parent
psychic
is a hoe?
damage.
20 psychic damage.
You're a ficus.
So, Qhiph'aks, how would you like to do this?
Father,
I would like
father
its
was an
brain
elderberry.
to explode from the dissonant whisper.
Okay, so as it slams its tentacle onto the table, again you hear Qhiph'aks making weird noises coming from his tentacle mouth, and all of a sudden you see it sort of start to quiver and shake, and it locks up for a second, and its head just sort of splits apart, spraying a fountain of ichor into the air as it slumps forward, and the 2 velociraptors begin to chow down.
The Beholderkin uses both of its eye ray attacks on the corpse. No, I'm kidding.
Just to make sure.
Your mother
Alright.
was eaten by a hamster, and your father was an elderberry.
Okay, we are officially out of combat.
Well, y'all were telling Brick to stay away from the fucking doors that might be corrupted with mushrooms. I'm sorry.
Well, we need to go here anyways.
So much more understanding with me. Goddamn. Let's get to looking.
All right, so there
Rick doesn't look
are
happy. I don't care.
there are plant bits and ichor here and there.
Just on the
All-
ground where books fell on the floor.
Yes. So you are all in the library. I would like all of you to make a perception check.
Ooh.
Does Brick still have comprehend language up?
I do.
How long does it
Okay.
last? An hour?
An hour.
Okay. Well, thank you for answering his question that he was asking to the DM. Yes, it has not been an hour yet, so he does still have the spell active.
Would we have better luck since we're like knowing what we're looking for in this library, or we can read a little bit better?
Well, real quick, I need all of you to make a perception check for me.
27.
27? Ooh, I guess I need to roll for Vanera, don't I?
Yes, you do.
21.
21.
I got a 21 as well.
Vanera got an 11.
19.
19. Oh, shit.
Good perception checks.
Also 19.
Okay, so all of you but Vanera. Vanera currently is preoccupied by mortar on her head. She's doing her little, that little face she does. So, you all take a moment And though there was the sound of some spells being cast, weirdly enough, because of the shape of the room and all of the leather-bound tomes, most of the combat seemed fairly muffled, as if the sound maybe didn't really echo that much. And again, there were no cries of pain. There was the trills and cries of the two velociraptors who are now playing in the corpses of their victims. But again, everything seems quiet. So, you were all in the library. There's plant goo all over the place, but the library is yours.
Oh, well, don't know where this book is, but it wasn't in the erotic books aisle. In case you were wondering.
Is that what is behind?
Anybody was wondering.
Is that the door behind a librarian?
Oh yes,
Probably
sorry.
just
There is a door behind the librarian's desk.
That might just be Josephina's office.
Rick is going to carefully and quietly start looking through various books, slowly taking them off the shelf, flipping through, since I have comprehend languages up, looking for any mention of a mushroom creature. And also, while it's not the main focus, I will be also just keeping an eye out for anything that has to do with teleportation circles and beings that can project themselves across great distances as a giant red face.
Yeah, I noticed that you guys dipped out for some reason there. Sent you both an invite. Okay, so the first item you were looking for info on the mushrooms, and the other one was teleportation and the what creature?
The any creature that can project themselves over long distances and anything that has to do with a giant red projection face, like we saw after we blew up the teleportation circle.
Okay. Make a investigation check for the mushroom first. We'll do these one at a time.
Okay.
I was gonna cast thaumaturgy and make really loud sounds of pages flipping coming from Brick's book.
Every time I flip a page, it's like.
Do I notice this?
Him casting the spell or Brick making noise?
Him casting the spell.
Make a perception check. And Zaan, if you were being stealthy about it, I need you to make a sleight of hand check.
+3, 13.
I rolled a 15 to percept.
Okay. So Brick, you're standing there and you go to turn a page, and it's kind of like Indiana Jones when the guy's stamping the book and he's beating the floor. You go to turn a page, it's like fuck, and everyone just sort of slowly turns and looks at you.
That wasn't me.
Except for Qhiph'aks. Qhiph'aks kind of turns to look at the bunny.
I slowly pick up another
Don's gonna be
page.
like, I know what you're talking about.
Slowly pick up another page and kind of move it back and forth.
The page kind of begins to rip a bit as you're moving it back and forth because of its age, but it seems like a normal volume.
I try and discreetly cast prestidigitation as a fart coming from Zaan.
So as you were looking at Zaan, everyone in the library hears a.
As you can stand there with his hands on his sides, proud.
Dude, really?
What, Pez?
Really, dude?
And then I
Yes.
pull the mask over.
My victory farts are very entertaining.
You hear
There's a
Vanira
little
near the
flap.
front, or the officer going, gross. Kasumi, what are you doing while all this shenaniganry is going on? You're muted.
Muted.
Oh, sorry. Thought I had just unmuted myself. She's taking a couple seconds to kind of walk along the side of the bookshelf and see if anything catches her eye.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for?
Anything shiny that seems like out of the normal, not like an average book, just something that just stands out.
Okay. Doesn't give me a lot to go off of, but make an investigation check.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean,
the,
she's honestly just kind of wandering around, so.
Got it.
See, we probably can't read
What
any
did you
of these
What did you get,
anyways.
Brick, for your first investigation?
7.
7? Yeah. You take a bit of time. It does seem like a fair few of these books seem to be in a very similar language. You find some that are in another type, but you're still able to understand what is written. One book you pick up and you open, and even though you're being careful, you open it and you suddenly realize that you're holding 2 halves, and a few of the pages are falling onto the floor. It's not making a lot of noise, but it seems that these books have been in here for a long, long time. So you take a bit of time. You don't see anything that has to do with mushroom creatures. You do see something that seems to be about botany and kind of gardening, but nothing that seems to be about any fungal type of creatures. Kasumi, what did you roll?
15.
A 15? You find a book. It has sort of the shiny lettering on it. You pull it off. What languages do you speak? Or understand, I should
For
say.
dramatic effect.
Holding in anticipation.
That's going on.
Yes?
Well, that's going on. Could I get an invite again?
Oh.
Yeah. Invite timed out.
Celestial, Sylvan, and Thieves' Camp.
Okay. So the book that you find is in Sylvan, and it seems to be a sort of basic knowledge tome about, and I was just thinking of the name and I completely blanked on it, so please bear with me as I pull up my notes. Come on, Google Drive, you can do it. I believe in your boy. It seems to be a tome talking about the Alari Dorai, and you know them to be the elven capital. It seems to be a discussion between the myths and truths of the place, of the elven city shrouded in a forest of mists.
She's gonna grab the book and walk it back to Panera and hand it to her.
Ooh, what's this?
I found it. I figured you might be able to read it, but it seems interesting. It's about elves and their myths and legends and things.
She takes the book from you, and she thumbs through it, and she goes, I know Elvish, but I don't know this. This looks like a different language than what I know.
Oh. I can read it, but it was shiny. It caught my attention.
Well, hang on to it. Maybe we can sell it.
Okay.
She put it in the bag.
And she just slowly puts it in her kimono.
Alrighty. So, Brick, you were looking for another subject.
We're gonna go straight to anything that has to do with beings that can project themselves over long distances, or anything that sounds similar to what we saw above the teleportation circle.
Okay, make another investigation check. And while Brick seems to be dejectedly looking around the library, he makes a full round, seems to not quite find what he's looking for, and he begins to start it again. This has been a good couple minutes. You all, as he is making his second round, will consider this a short rest if anybody needs hit dice. I don't think I actually hit anybody, did I?
I got hit right at the beginning. Like I hit 12 damage.
Yeah, he
I
did.
thought you blocked it.
I blocked the first one, then I ran past, and it took an attack of opportunity.
Right. Okay. Man, I'm good at this game.
That's a new record.
Woo! I hit the NPC for 12 damage.
This will be considered a short rest as Brick is perusing all the tomes and everyone's kind of being quiet and looking. If you want to take the time to roll any hit dice to get your 12 damage back. So, Brick, what did you roll for your investigation on this?
14.
14. You do find a tome or two that seems to detail creatures in the region, and they don't seem to all be of the dinosaur nature. They seem to be creatures from other planes. As you were flipping through a little bit excitedly, this book does seem to be in a pretty decent condition, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary. It's fire elementals, abyssal creatures, and other things of that nature. Nothing that's overly intelligent. It's more about the creatures that sort of accidentally slip through the planes into the current material and tend to cause havoc in border areas.
Right. And because I just take terrible notes, is it all right if I make a history check to try and remember vaguely what the face looked like?
Sure. This is going to be a pretty high DC, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't expect it. Nope, that's a nat one.
You remember smoke? There was kind of a nose, maybe a mouth. Pretty sure there were some eyes of some kind.
Man,
But that was a long time ago. You've had some traumatic dreams. A traumatic dream.
Man, if only somebody in the group stared it down before it tried to suck his life out.
Did you take a note on what it looked like?
Nope. Sure as shit didn't.
All right. After my second perusal, I'll just look at the group and say, I'm coming up with a lot of nothing.
I'm gonna look for any historical records, and Kip opens the what he believes as an office. Anyway, and tries to look for a cabinet that might have more important documents.
Okay, you go into the back room, and there is a desk with a chair, and on the wall to your left is another set of shelves. And you do see that these don't seem to be so much books, but records. As you go and you pull one of the books off the shelf, you're kind of excited. It looks very official. But then your heart... Actually, do illithids have more than one heart? I don't know.
My several hearts sink.
Your hearts begin to sink as you look and see that these are more manifests of books that were checked out, books that were donated, books that were maybe purchased for a great sum for, during a donation kind of period. None of them seem to be overly helpful as far as history goes. This seems to be very much a secretarial kind of office.
Josephine, I'm so sorry for the ruckus. Do you know where the historical records are?
Roll it. Roll a history check with advantage because you're kind of tricking your own mind into giving you the right answer.
It's just like, my brain is just like, what the fuck?
Natural 20!
He's so smart.
Okay, so you walk up to Josephine and you ask her the question, and in your mind, you're having a brilliant conversation back and forth. She's being super helpful, and you remember it's over there. So, of course, Josephine tells you, yes, over there in section 22. And you walk over and you find the section of history books. Is there a particular type of tome you were looking for? A specific subject or matter?
I was gonna see if there were any historical records in the city of any disasters, of any preventative measures the city might have built, any, like, Basically, defense records, I guess, like city defense records.
Okay. So with that, she even tells you the shelf and the section that it's in on that shelf. You go and you find a book, and it seems to be more of a general history of the city. How it was founded, the reason that it was founded for. You don't get like blueprints or anything, but the book essentially explains the magical defenses, the walls that were built, the military might. It does speak of a rebellion from the miners of the city. The reason for its name, the Silver City, being that it was built around a silver mine. But it seems to stop at a certain point. When the book was written, that's where history had caught up. And there doesn't seem to be any mention of a creature or a downfall of the city, because generally speaking, when there's a natural disaster, there's not usually someone going, oh boy, I better write all this down right now. It's survive the disaster, then write about it. So
yeah,
as far as this particular book goes, it seems to be the founding of the city and major historical events as it went on, but at a point it does stop. And in your brain, it's very difficult to remember how long ago the stopping of the book was compared to now.
Yeah. Can I look for another one that's more like detailing on the magical defenses of the city, maybe?
Make an investigation check. And while he's perusing this and maybe relaying some of it accidentally through his mind link with you guys, is there anything that you guys would like to do as everyone's kind of perusing the books?
I've got a question for Mentok the Mindbender when he's done.
Okay, so we shall circle back to Qhiph'aks.
Mentok the Mindbender got another natural fucking
Brick's actually going to walk up to Zaan. There might not be a record of where this thing is or how it was originally kept. The only other thought I could think of is we just search the largest buildings, the amphitheater we passed, and maybe the one next door. If it's a monster, it's probably going to take up some space.
It probably has the bigger mushrooms nearby it too.
That too. No, we are getting closer to that.
Definitely corrections that way.
Also, screw you for the page thing.
I do not know what you're talking about. You need to be quiet when you're turning the page.
As these two are kind of nitpicking behind you, Qhiph'aks, you said a natural 20 on your investigation?
Yeah.
Okay, so it takes you a little bit of looking through the things, and you're like, trade routes? No. And you're thinking about throwing it, you're like, that makes noise, put it back. And you find one that's more detailed to the military presence and some of the campaigns that they had defending the city. Most of the magical defenses seem to be more centered around the military personnel, mages and wards put in there in the doors and archways, which you would know have been destroyed. And as soon as a rune of that sort has any sort of damage done to it, say like a teleportation circle, if there's a gouge given to it, it's no longer functioning. So considering that this town was mostly underground and there have been a lot of cave-ins, it's pretty safe to assume that most of the natural magical defenses that were etched into the stonework have probably been fucked. And you've been here long enough to know that you haven't tripped any of them by accident. Because you're still here.
Well, I've tried nothing and I'm all out of options.
Well, so the first look. So, Kip, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Did the gods exist when you were around?
It's a fucking loaded question, my guy. Do the gods exist now?
What was the gods when
what was the god's names when you were around? A long time ago.
I have a bit of a different relation with deities. I have like a great mind in the sky. I've since escaped from that or been disbanded. I don't quite really remember. I used to be part of a giant hive mind collective of other of my race of illithids. I am no longer. I forget how that came to be. But so be it.
Well, if you don't know, can you ask your librarian friend if there might be books on what gods existed at that time?
Can I just look for like a what's it fucking called? I guess just kind of like a there's a word for it. Anyway, I'm just trying to look for like a religion section of like different, I guess, creeds and beliefs.
Sure. Make an investigation check as you start perusing the shelves again.
Is there no like label on shelves or anything like for like a religion section?
Well, this isn't a Barnes and Noble, so no.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just picturing him finding like a little picture book that's like baby's first gods.
It's a pop-up book.
If it's a pop-up book, Brick, I'm throwing it at your stupid face.
It's a fucking 10.
A 10. You sort of look at him as he starts speaking slower and slower to you, and it feels a little condescending, and you're kind of not really wanting to help. You're just kind of like, I didn't believe in gods. I had my god and it kicked me out. I don't care what the other races believed in. I never looked. Long and short of it, no. Okay, he gave a thumbs up for the podcast listeners.
Yeah. I thought Metal might relay it in a mind taker way, but works for me.
No, that's what I say.
So Vanera is sitting in the corner, petting Mortar, as you all are looking around. So what are we doing? What's next? Found the library and it had fuck all.
Well,
I actually don't know
like
if she
I
would
said-
say fuck all, but
well, like I said to Zaan, we're looking for a big monster, so follow the big mushrooms, search the big buildings.
I think that would be wise. Follow the big mushrooms as they get bigger and bigger. If we reach a crossroad, look for bigger.
Not a bad idea. Or if you know the streets well enough, we see bigger and find a way to get to where the bigger is by not walking through the bigger mushrooms, but yeah.
how many times can you say bigger in the same sentence?
I swear by all that is holy, shut up!
Bigger, 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 bigger.
He wins.
You asked.
Damn right I do. I put my
Brick's
beholder
gonna
back
start
in my...
walking towards the door.
I guess I just have my beholder follow.
How long does that last?
Up to an hour? Let me see. Yeah, up to an hour.
Okay. Well, you were in there long enough to have a short rest, so the hour would have been up partway through your various amounts of research and looking for tomes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Barf ball, is that what you named him?
That's not me.
I no longer
That's
have
fast.
comprehend language.
Yeah, the book that you're currently looking through, it begins to look very much like Vanera's book, except it doesn't keep changing. It just sort of, like line by line, seems to disappear into a language that you no longer understand.
Well, dead end. Moving on.
Yeah. Believe so.
Yeah. Let us do it.
Okay. a little bit of fourth wall breaking. We have been going for almost 3.5 hours. Do we want to call it, or did you want to continue for a little bit more?
I want to keep going, personally.
I'm just checking on our East Coasters.
I don't got anything to do tomorrow.
I'm getting a bit sleepy, to be honest.
Yes.
I had to work this morning.
Well, I mean, this
do not mind calling it at the library.
This is still a fairly decent stopping point. You've had a couple fights and, or a fight, I should say, and you did a bit of research. So, that's where we're going to end for tonight as you all begin to gather yourselves. I also kind of don't want to go too terribly far without Venura being here. As much as I do want to keep going because I love being a spooky bitch. But we are going to end it here. We should be back in the next 2 weeks. Hopefully, schedules permitting, we will actually have Qhiph'aks back as well. If not, I shall do a damn good job of being our illithid companion. But anyway, please join the Discord, links down below. That's where you can pop in, chat with us, make fun of us. And again, we are going to be spending most of our time in there, playing other games, talking about D&D and whatever else we decide to do. So please come in, say hello. Anybody got anything else?
Enjoy your evening and enjoy Fools and Flagons.
And best wishes to Kayla and her family. And if you are the praying sort, please give her your thoughts. And yeah, we will see you guys in 2 weeks. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.